Hey everybody! I missed you. That sounded weird. The way I said, hey everybody, it sounded fake, huh? Not fake at all. I've been missing you guys all week. I've been actually really busy. Going through those calls, freaking trying to research this case. Easter, how's everybody's Easter? Happy Easter, everybody. Having hanging out with family. Um yeah, it's been a pretty interesting week. So those of you that aren't aware, I did release the first part of the calls with the Paul's calls, but it is for members only for right now. Um, just because I wanted to give them like a little something special, the members. So it is out there for members right now. It's pretty interesting. Let's just say I made a debut in it, and actually throughout these calls, I am talked about quite a bit. Um, definitely on, yeah, yeah. It's definitely weird to listen to, but yeah. Anyway, my plan is what I'm planning on doing is I'm planning on doing it live, listening live with you guys when I release it to everybody. So you guys, I could give you some of my thoughts because I do want to uh, kind of say my thoughts on it. I know this isn't what we're talking about Puffy now, but I know people are gonna want to at least know about the cause because you guys, I mean, we were all talking about that case. So yeah, it's just a very weird experience listening. Very weird. It's just not what I was expecting, but anyway. So yeah, no, they'll be coming. I want to do the listening for the testimony. We still have to listen to that together too. Sorry I didn't do it this weekend. It was just like a busy weekend, and I actually ended up getting the calls. Was it Friday? No, Saturday. And so like all weekend I was trying to listen, and then the family was over, and Gia, and then I was trying to get stuff together for this case. So it's just been kind of crazy. Yeah, that's the thing I want to address. I want to listen to him and address some of the stuff because obviously that's not true. I didn't send anybody to the sentence. I would never send anybody to harass anybody, but I will address all that later when we listen to them together. It was hard to bite my tongue. I actually had a part in there where I explained it in the calls, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do this just straight calls. I'll release it to the members. They could just listen to it straight through because, all the complainers that don't like to listen to me not talk, well, then you'll have to join if you want it like that. I'm being a little jerk, but you know what I'm saying? But I also just wanted to kind of like do it this way because I wanted to give the members something special. And then when we listen to it for everybody, it'll be like commentary. And I want to clear up some things because it's just hard listening to me being accused of stuff that's not true. So, and I'm not mad. It's just they're wrongly informed. So I just kind of wanted, hopefully they're listening when I do it and I could tell them my side because that is absolutely not true. I would never send anybody to harass anybody. That's just ridiculous. But like I said, I'm not blaming them. They're probably thinking that, but I just hope that throughout this thing that they've seen that I'm not that type, but just in case. Anyway, all right. So yeah, the calls, if you guys want to join, there's calls in this case, the Sandra and Paul case, the after sentence. Everybody wanted to hear his reaction to after sentence. It wasn't what I thought. His reaction is a little bit different than what I thought. He's more, well, no, you know what? This is not what this is about. Well, I'll talk about that when we talk about it. Okay. But anybody want to join? Yeah, you guys could listen to him unedited. Well, I don't want to say unedited. They are unedited, but I mean like there's nothing. It just plays it. You don't have to hear me talking. But I will like I said, I'll give you my thoughts. But let's get into Puff Daddy here. So I've been actually doing some research on him too. There's so much stuff coming out. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Dawn. Yeah, go check it out then. If anybody joins, like I said, I put it up today. Thanks to the Victim's Voice. Thank Jennifer for gifting. Thank you guys. You guys, I can't wait to actually discuss, my thoughts on it. But like I said, I know that's not. I might do that later tonight. Actually, I don't know. I want to do the testimony. Let's just see how this goes. Because I was actually going to do the testimony maybe later tonight, but there is. And I want to clear out on the Paul case, though. I want to clear up this rumor that's going around that's false, which I was able to confirm that it's not true. That I want to do that because people are blocking me on Reddit when I'm trying to tell them. So yeah, there's so much to talk about that case. Maybe I should have done that case first. Okay, let's get Puffy. Let's channel Puff Daddy because I'm like so sidetracked now with the Paul case. Okay, so we got things Jay-Z. There's stuff coming out about Jay-Z now, which I knew it. It wasn't surprising me. You guys, heard a little bit of my thoughts on it the other day when somebody brought him up. I was like, no. Jay-Z is not as innocent as you think. As far as like, thinking he's like this awesome human. I've been hearing things about him for years too. I think he seems like he could be kind of shady. Okay, so I did a compilation. We'll listen to my compilation. I edited together. You know what, you guys, the last live, I forgot like 5 videos I had to play. It was like the next day I was going through my files. I'm like, dude, I was wondering because I was like, wait, I'm missing some stuff, but somehow I just overlooked them. So I have I have articles, I have videos. I'm going to play the first video. It's kind of long, but I'm going to stop it as I play it. It's just like compilation of different things that are relevant to the case, whether it be like the Jay-Z stuff, the Kim Porter stuff, the everything basically. So let me play that first. What's up, psycho girlfriend, psycho ex-girlfriend, Derpstein, Ashton. I actually have an article to talk about on Ashton too. See, here's the thing. I wasn't a Jay-Z fan. I don't even know his music. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes when I say like, oh, I don't even know if I know any songs like Taylor Swift. I probably would if I heard them, but like I couldn't tell you a Taylor Swift song. But when I say that, people are like, I bet you would if you heard it. So I there has been instances where it's like, I don't even know this person. I don't know any of their songs. Then you hear their songs and you're like, oh, I know this song. That's them. So I probably do know some Jay-Z songs, but I don't know that that's Jay-Z, if that makes sense. Yeah, and I'm blocked from one of the things. I'm still a little bit confused how Reddit's set up. I'm not that familiar with it, but I get on it every once in a while. And I was trying to clear up this false thing that somebody like made up. And I was trying to clear it up because I have a source that's not true. Paul, it's just not true. And so I was just trying to clear it up because don't we want to go, if we have accurate information, don't we want to go by like what is really true? So, and they're keep removing my comments. And then all of a sudden now when I comment, it just is instantaneously removed. So I think they blocked me, but I wasn't even being mean. I was just saying, hey, that's not true. I have a source. I mean, that's false information. And even there are some people there even saying this doesn't seem right, but we'll get into that later because I am going to clear that up because it's not, it's false news. It's fake news. Yes, that's what it was. Yeah, but we'll get into it. Because I've gotten so many emails on it and I'm like, dude, I'm getting emails like this is spreading fast and it's not true. It's just the fact that he never said that. So, I mean, don't we want to know correct info when we're trying to like figure stuff out? So anyway. All right, let's do this. I'm going to play the first video, guys. I'm so sidetracked. Like I said, maybe I should have done the Paul one first, but I kind of wanted to just get my mind off of that for a minute. All right. So like I said, this is a compilation I put together with a bunch of different channels and people. I'll try to list them all out in my description after the video. There's just so many different sources because there's so many channels, different channels that like aren't really even true crime, which is fine. They're like entertainment channels that are are talking about it. Oh, and then like the Aubrey O'Day, like the whole making a band or whatever that reality show is called. So there's some of her in it. There's that Jaguar Wright lady, the singer that knows them. There's a little bit of everybody in this. So here we go.
About Puffy performing that at the BET Awards and dedicating it to Kim Porter.
Your dog, all that was propaganda, man. You know what I'm saying?
EMS 14, respond with engine 76 on scene of the cardiac arrest.
A part of a clip from when Kim Porter died. This is one of Puff Daddy's old like security, so he was around during a lot of it. He saw a lot of stuff. He was supposedly the one that recorded him and Meek Mill's, that tape that's going around, but it's supposedly him and Puff doing it. Yeah, that's supposedly him.
Didn't know Cassie, but I knew somebody who was going through the same thing she was going through, and that was Kim Porter.
Will Harley, I got Kim Porter's sister right here.
Unbelievable. Can't believe it.
Live interview with Kim Porter's sister in Atlanta. You know what I'm talking about?
She just got real. Tune in. She just got real. I'm going to let you know everything that's going on between Diddy and my sister. Stay tuned. It's coming soon. Come through.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm glad that you called me down or whatever and invited me, because everybody want to know. I told y'all my way in the building again, not getting no sleep. I can't get no sleep. Kim Porter's sister invited me to Atlanta and told me that P. Diddy is going to try to kill me next.
I'm airing him out. And Diddy, I'm airing you out. You did this shit to my sister. I gotta let the world know what you did.
Wow. See, listen, Kim Porter wants to let the world know. So do you believe that this is what we want to know? Everybody want to know. If any questions that y'all want to ask Kim Porter's sister, please make sure y'all ask.
Please.
Do you believe that P. Diddy has something to do with your sister's untimely death?
Then you see it was all on the news. You acting like you trying to get in there. Please, you already know what happened to him. That's why you all on the news acting like you trying to get in there too. Yeah, please. You killed her. That's why you couldn't even go back in there. You just act like you was on the outside and you ain't do it. Like, that shit don't make sense.
So you don't believe the story that he was trying to save her?
Hell no.
Wow.
When? She been dead for hours.
Wow. So what about...
Thank you, Carrie, for joining. Thank you so much. Go check out the new phone calls if you want.
These parties. Was Kim Porter cool with P. Diddy having butt-naked parties?
Listen,
with a bunch of men.
This is why he tried to silence my sister and he did.
Sean Carter is worse. He's smarter.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to pause this. Okay, so hold on. We're going to go back to the whole Sean Carter, but I want to play a couple videos of the Kim stuff real quick. So hold on 1 second. Let me take this down. I'm going to play. There's a video of the news clip when it happened, and there's a video of them at their funeral. So let me play both of those real quick. So how's everybody doing though? Oh yeah, we have stuff on Cuba. Cuba. Okay, so here's the first one. Let me know. Hopefully you guys could hear this. I'm not using my AirPods, so hopefully it's okay.
News to tell you about now. Model and actress Kim Porter, who shares 3 children with Sean Diddy Combs, has been found dead.
Stu Mandel live over the Porter's home, or Porter's home, I should say, in Toluca Lake. Stu?
Well, that's right. It's actually out here, Toluca Lake, at the corner of Woodbridge and Arcola. Now, apparently earlier this evening, the actress and the model Kim Porter, who, as you said, shares 3 children with the music icon P. Diddy, was found here, passed away this afternoon. Now, they're saying that she did pass away from an illness, and it is natural causes. Right now, though, we do see a lot of activity at the house as friends and family are arriving and departing the home. Again, though, we understand that the model actress Kim Porter, who shares 3 children with the music mogul P. Diddy, did pass away this afternoon. Live in Sky 2 over the Toluca Lake area. I'm Stu Mandel. Back to you two in the studio.
So now supposedly Kim was about to have a tell-all book that was about to come out. It would probably have had some stuff that Sean Puff Daddy Combs would not have been liking, because it would have been about him. And it was supposedly supposed to come out. And so she dies right before her tell-all book comes out. Come on. That's too much of a coincidence. Okay. And then here I have one more video of them at the funeral. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Wow. Another freaking super chat. I remember you from last time. I forgot about that. Thank you. $69.99. Thank you so much. Wait, what do you mean come out as a conspiracy theory? I don't know. This is what I'm saying. Supposedly she was having a tell-all book. I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's confirmed, but supposedly that's what people are saying. Just, I don't know. But here is them at the funeral. Wait, who's calling it a conspiracy theory, Shorty? I mean, who's saying it's a conspiracy? People labels conspiracy theories too general for stuff. I mean, I'm guilty of it too. Because it's like once people hear conspiracy, they think that it's like this crazy thing. But in reality, that's not really what it is supposed to mean. But I don't know.
Yep. Give me about 1 minute. Let the people finish getting there, then we can move on.
I don't know what you mean by that. Can you explain, Shorty? What do you mean? Are people saying that's not true? What is a conspiracy? I don't know there's a lot going on with this case. I don't know what you're referring to. Of course, this stuff has been this stuff's been talked about for years, and it's been like thrown under the umbrella of conspiracy. I mean, that's what people would classify all of this, but that doesn't mean this stuff's not true. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff that people don't want out, like, it's just like, oh, that's a conspiracy, because they know once people hear conspiracy, they're like, eh. But people's minds are changing on that. Now they're realizing, wait, conspiracy, let me look more into this. You know? So, this is Kim's funeral. Kim Porter, his wife, ex-wife, or she mysteriously died. She was in her 40s. She was supposedly healthy.
Sean Carter is worse. He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy.
Oh, shoot. I accidentally put up the wrong one. That's part of my video, but I accidentally put it up, or the compilation I made. Where am I at? But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. So now that she's going to go on to talk about Sean Carter, which is Jay-Z. Okay. So let's look at this now. Hold on 1 second. Let me unstar this. Man, I got so much stuff. Hopefully we'll get through it all.
Finding the people he calls friends and stepping to the side while they get hit by the guillotine for 30 years.
For the most part, Jay hit me on some, I will reach you when I'm in town.
He wanted you to be his girl Friday.
He wanted me to be his girl when he's in town.
So it says, I told you the day Jay-Z and I exchanged numbers at Nobu, Miami. Solange, which is Beyonce's sister, I guess, came walking out of nowhere. Liv told us. I thought I was about to get my beat, so I backed off quickly. She has been guarding her sister's property since day one. Bay doesn't even have to say anything. Solange is a beast. Okay, so I guess Solange has had to come a couple times for like Beyonce's defense. As far, well, I guess it would be in Jay-Z's, but basically to like get rid of the mistress of who Jay-Z's cheating on Solange with, allegedly, or Beyonce. I said Solange. Sorry, I said that wrong, but I think you got what I was saying. And then it says Solange was ready to beat my butt once she got off the elevator and saw Jay and I talking. Jay saw Solange and then he rushed and sent me to his bodyguard to exchange numbers with him. His name was Norman. He gave me a phone number, and I guess that was Jay-Z's extra phone for his girls to call. Norman has since passed. I can't believe I dodged a whooping from Solange that day. She was a big reason for why I left him alone. She gave me a look of death, very scary. Oh, Buffy, thank you for joining. Welcome to the family.
On the telephone and shit after the make shit.
Right.
And it's gonna be like, matter of fact, they sent me the girl pictures. Like,
Okay, this is 50 Cent. It's talking about Cassie, which is Cassie Ventura, the one that has she settled. But one of the lawsuits we read, Puffy's ex. So supposedly he had these pictures of Cassie in some compromising positions, and somehow they got sent to 50 Cent. Is that how you say? Why does it sound weird when I say 50 Cent? Is there an S on the bottom of it? 50 cents? I don't know. Oh Lordy. But yeah, so that's what they're talking about right here. And then he calls Puff Daddy saying, "Hey, did you send me these pictures? I got these pictures." So that's what this convo's about.
the girl, like, not the y'all saw. Worse, way worse.
Wow.
Oh, you kidding me, yo?
Like penetration pictures and
Nah, come on, man.
According to 50, these videos had to have been taken during those forced encounters Diddy allegedly put Cassie through. But here's the kicker. When 50 called Diddy out on it, the response he got pretty much confirmed Diddy's involvement in the whole sordid affair.
I really kind of felt like those photographs was not happening because of Cassie. I felt like they was happening because of Puffy.
Right. Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because when a girl moves away from a man and she upgrades, be insecure, you know what I'm saying? Start feeling some kind of way.
I mean, offering somebody $50,000 to abort a baby.
Okay, so this is kind of mixed up. I should have edited that different. Sorry. So that was about Cassie and Puff. Now we're back to Jay-Z. I think this is the one with Jay-Z. Hold on a second.
Whew. He must really want it gone bad.
I mean, in the beginning, like the first 3.5 years, he was, the first 3-4 months, he was really nice. But then after that, he started being an asshole. So like I say, like the first 3.5 years, he was like mean to me.
So when you say mean, describe it.
He was abusive. He was like always belittling me and always like, he was like mentally, emotionally, and physically abusing me. It got really crazy that time. We was upstairs and he had like, we were in his closet and he like pushed me and I fell to the ground and then he like stood over me. So I was like laying on my back and he stood over me and he started like punching me like this. Like he avoided my face, but he like started punching me like on the side of my head and I was just like covering my face. And he did that and then after he got done doing that, he like, cause he was standing, his legs were like in between me. So he stomped on my stomach like really hard, and I like took the wind out of my breath. I couldn't breathe, and he kept hitting me, and I was like pleading to him, like, can you stop? I can't breathe. And he like stopped for a little bit. He like grabbed my hair from the back and like was like punching the back of my head.
So Ice Cube recently spilled the beans on how Diddy is going to go after everyone in the club after the feds have started cracking down on him.
Yo, what's cracking? You know what it is. It's your homeboy Ice Cube. And some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club.
And one of the people in imminent...
I have that.
This is what we want to know.
Excellent. I have that full video we'll watch later where he says a little bit more. Him. What is it? Ice Cube? Oh my God. I probably sound like an idiot trying to remember all these people's names. Thank you, Randy, for joining. Welcome, Randy Short. Randy Short in the house. Oh, thank you, Melanie. Okay.
Realize.
When you think of...
I'll rewind. Sorry. I'll try to get it right where we left off. Right around here.
Is J-Lo. Jennifer Lopez recently spoke candidly about her tumultuous relationship with Diddy, revealing that he was the first man to be unfaithful to her. Their relationship, which lasted from 1999 to 2001, has been a topic of interest due to its ups and downs. Despite this, Lopez clarified that Diddy wasn't the ex who mistreated her.
Loving might be the destination for anybody going nowhere. Nobody survived.
Now, in the lawsuit, Cassie stated clearly that Diddy had forced her to have sex with male escorts while he watched and jacked off to it.
That girl went through some tumultuous shit that she never thought that she would ever have to go through being in the music business. Do you understand that?
But it gets even worse because Diddy forced Cassie to find the male hookers herself. And before she would sleep with them, he drugged her. And finally, like he had done to the lady from college, filmed all of it. Because those tapes that Diddy shot were used as collateral. Really, it was blackmail material. Anytime she threatened to leave, he threatened to send it out. And eventually, he did. Because in 2010, during a radio interview with DJ Woo Kid on Shade 45, 50 Cent would talk about a similar tape that he saw that made him call Diddy's relationship with Cassie into question. At first, 50 wasn't even aware that Diddy knew the pictures existed because they were sent to his personal phone from an unknown source. And they were nasty. Very nasty. In his own words, they were not the shit that y'all saw. Worse, way worse. Like penetration pictures. Now, when you think of who 50 is and how short the list of people who would have direct contact to his personal number, then you know it was either Diddy or someone close to Diddy that sent it to him. But like I said before, Diddy didn't know that. In fact, he immediately called Diddy to inform him about it.
You fucking with this girl, like you really, like you like her like that? And he was like, yeah. That's my girl. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna send you something. You look at it, you call me back.
So 50 Cent sent him the pictures and Diddy called back saying that the images had been obtained by his guys and that it was a mistake or something like that. But 50, who already knew the type of nigga that Diddy was, knew that that wasn't the case. Diddy had taken those images as collateral for Cassie. It was his way of keeping her his girl. And that was probably the moment where 50's total disregard for Diddy began.
It was alleged that she did have a book and that her book was about to come out. And she was talking about all the perils, everything that she went through in the music business and with Diddy.
This book was supposedly a thorough breakdown of her relationship with Diddy. It was going to be a tell-all book, the kind that would send the fear of the devil up the spine of someone like Diddy. The kind of tell-all book that was coming from a source credible enough to bring down Diddy. If it was Kim Porter talking about Diddy's gay relationships, him giving Usher an STD, Mary J. Blige having a kid for Diddy and having an abortion, the sexcapades and his revolting kinks, no one would doubt it. No one would doubt it the way some folks doubt Cassie. And it's not like I'm saying they really doubt Cassie. I just feel they aren't taking her seriously enough. Especially after she took a $30 million settlement. Maybe if y'all heard what the men had to say, maybe then you'd listen. The men.
He tried it on me, so I know it's true. I got a phone call in the middle of the night, about 2:30 in the morning. It was My wife says, pick up the phone. It was an unknown number.
It was Diddy. The story that Columbus Short would tell here is eerily similar to the countless others that other men in the industry who have had the unfortunate fate of crossing paths with Diddy would also tell. The man swung both ways, one into the bedroom and the other way into the closet.
Hey man, we didn't see what BET Awards. We didn't see what the BET Awards. You know, what you doing? I'm like, I'm in bed with my wife.
Yeah, it does, sure.
He said, hey, I'm at the Beverly Hills Hilton.
Hey,
The Beverly Hills Hotel. I said, what's up? I said, who over there? He said, just me.
Diddy was sure trying to stomp his yard. And while Short was smart enough to not bite the bait, not many artists have been lucky. I have already dropped a couple of alleged names, but there's more. There's enough evidence to suggest he was doing something similar with Ja Rule. Why else do you think 50 Cent hates the dude so much? The incident in question had to do with butt plugs, a female rapper, Ja Rule and Diddy in a hotel's presidential suite somewhere in Atlanta. Gene Deal was the one standing guard at the door while they was doing God knows what. What's funny is that he didn't even know at that time that there was a sex experiment going on behind those closed doors. It was until someone knocked on the front door.
Next thing you know, somebody rang the doorbell. We had the presidential suite where we was at. So I opened the door and the dude said, yo, I'm here for my cousin. I said, who your cousin? And he said, Ja Rule.
Gene Deal went into
Imagine how many people he has that's got, you know, that he's got stuff over that he could blackmail and that he kept like under his leash. So many in the hip hop industry. Oh my God. And then it's even carrying over into like celebs, like celebrity actors and stuff. Dude, I bet you there's so many people, like that one article said, everybody is calling their lawyers. I bet you everybody's calling their lawyers because they're afraid. Because here's the thing, he could, if he knows some things like on Jay-Z, we'll get into the Jay-Z stuff. There's this big thing going around where a lot of channels are saying that, and I don't fully believe parts of this. Like I do believe that it's possibility that Jay-Z could add basically a hit out on somebody, with his mistress. But they're saying that the only reason, and this part is what I don't think is accurate, but there's some channels that are spreading this, that the only reason that Puff Daddy hasn't been arrested yet is because he's talking about Jay-Z. And so he's like getting some kind of deal because he's saying stuff about the murder. I don't think that that's true, that part, as far as Puff Daddy and like that he has like some power because he's you know, spilling stuff on Jay-Z. I don't even think it's came to that yet. But I do think he could try to hold it as leverage, like, hey, Jay-Z, you're not going to have my back. You know, I know some secrets about you. He could kind of use it like that. But I don't think right now he's working with the feds and is like, okay, I'll give you information on this person's death if you let me go or whatever. Like that's, I think, is all far-fetched. But I do think it's a possibility that Jay-Z could have been involved in that. I'm sure you guys heard that. We'll get into that too. So he had a mistress that supposedly was even pregnant with his baby, allegedly, Jay-Z, and that she mysteriously died. And I'll wait till we get into that part, but it's just so many deaths. These people have so much freaking power.
Defensive mode almost immediately and stopped this cousin. But the cousin wasn't having it. And after a brief back and forth, Gene was forced to throw the cousin on a piano that got the attention of both Puff and Ja Rule inside.
When I threw him into the piano, Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the naked.
Both men were terrified, but both men were obviously naked. Were they on a devil's threesome, or was the devil right there with them in the room? We can't know for sure, but Ja Rule would give Gene a clue when he found out why his cousin was pinned down on a piano by Diddy's bodyguard.
Yo, Ja said, you ain't want to go in that room, because there's a lot of freaking going on. Puff got one of the hottest DJs off of Hot 97. Because she wanted to put up a picture of him getting his pants pulled down.
I'ma drug their ass off and pick them up and pip them out to my
I wasn't willing to do what was expected of me. Not talent-wise, but in other areas.
According to Gene Deal, Diddy seemingly treated them so badly that the rapper was allegedly willing to not just get them hooked on drugs, but was also allegedly willing to pimp them out to his friends in the industry, just so he would recoup his investment on them.
So this is now we're talking about that. Is it Danity Kane or something? It was a group. There was a big show. I guess it was huge on MTV, like making of a band. It was like a girl group band. That's where the Aubrey O'Day comes from, which we're gonna hear. So she has like now I think she's doing really well. I think she has OnlyFans and is doing well financially. And so now like last year sometime it came out where he's like, oh, he wants to sign over rights back to you guys because they made 48 million off of their albums as Danity Kane, and they didn't get any of it. You'll hear about it all. It's bullcrap. But that's what he's talking about. He's talking about pimping those girls out. I think there's 4 of them, right? In Danity Kane, it's all women's group. So he's talking about like drugging them, giving them to his friends and stuff. So that's what we're going to start talking about here in these videos.
Can you imagine? I mean, we all agree that Diddy isn't exactly the best role model out here, but I can't say most people saw him turning into a pimp.
Should I ask you the golden question?
What's the golden question?
That's
nothing. You keep mentioning Diddy. I wanted to ask you about I just saw the whole thing with Bad Boy. He gave the rights back to a lot of Bad Boy artists. Any comment?
Yeah, I'll talk about this.
Floor's yours.
I feel loving moments for moments that we had together. But this banner that he's painted himself with all weekend long, this has been the Labor Day talk in my world, that he's paying back all of the Bad Boy artists. I just want to throw you the facts, okay?
Sure.
The deal that we were offered, and when I say we, not every artist got it. Like Day 26 did not get it. But this is what it is. You can have your rights back to your music after Puff went under and somebody else bought our catalog. So this is long after we have 2 double platinum albums, $14, $15 an album from 2 million albums is, what is the math on that? 48 million?
Yeah, something like that. I'm a mathematician, but maybe.
So $48 million somebody made on me.
Yeah.
I did not make anything. When I said I did Christina Aguilera for free, I didn't do Christina Aguilera for free, but the record label recouped it all. We were in debt at the end of that tour.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So I worked for free for the first 6-7 years of my career, basically, and also MTV was not paying us. And this is another part that I have that I feel some kind of way about, because MTV since then, in these recent years, has brought back every big cult show, meaning it had millions of followers, and it was at least 6 seasons, right?
Yeah.
Making the Band is one of those. They brought back Real World, they brought back Jersey Shore, they brought back Laguna Beach. Making the Band is the only one that they did not bring back. And Making the Band is the only cult MTV show that made that network, one of them, that they have never played in one rerun. Not one rerun. So I'd like to know why. And if it has something to do with Diddy, then again, what I'm wondering is when the deal is, when this benevolent man who's just now had a change of heart and has decided to pay us as talent and also as writers, we're credited with publishing. So basically, we only get the amounts due since Sony bought our catalog.
Okay.
So streaming for the past couple years, it's about $800, $900, some in the hundreds, okay? And in order to get that, I have to release him for any claims or wrongdoings or actions prior to the date of the release. I have to sign an NDA that I will never disparage Puff, Bad Boy, Janice Combs, or Justin Combs' music, or EMI, or Sony ever in public.
So that you just got recently for this thing?
I got it a few months ago when he started doing
what's
this.
In the news now?
So what's happening is artists, some of them, not all of them, are being given streaming royalties and ownership back over our publishing on songs that we wrote at a time when you know that you have to stream a song 1 million times to make a cent.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how ads are for here. You have to have like thousands of ads for like a fraction of a cent. It's just the way, things are. So streaming, it's the same thing, I'm sure, is what she means. Like, you have to have so many thousands for just like fractions of cents for ads and stuff. So I don't know. I've never been on like whatever streaming platform she's talking about, but it's true. That's how they pay. It's you need the numbers. You need high freaking numbers to make anything. So I mean, she's talking truth here, but the thing is so it would only be going forward. So all the stuff that he already made off of them, she's like, I don't know who made all that $48 freaking million. They're the ones that put all the freaking work into it and didn't make a freaking cent. She said they were in debt after that tour that they did. It just makes me so mad.
It's hundreds of dollars. And me, as somebody that's a girl's girl, I hit everyone in my group and said, absolutely do not take this deal. I can get us a show on Hulu right now and talking about boy bands and girl bands, because you have to realize there's a handful, 2 handfuls at most, of boy and girl bands that had platinum albums, 2 platinum albums. Yeah. And that will never happen again. Music nowadays is run by TikTok, and you can maybe get a song to chart well. Albums aren't being made anymore. There aren't conceptual albums like Christina was doing, like Justin was doing. Those don't sell. It's a singles market game, and it's a gimmick game at best.
If you were to sign that NDA, would then that prohibit you from taking a deal where it's like you get a show about the
I would never
past?
be able to do, I would like to do a documentary for Hulu or Netflix or Amazon, a streaming site.
But see, Diddy thinks he's slick. He knows if they sign it, they can't do all that crap. They can't talk crap. So you'll end up hearing that all of them but 2 people signed it. Her and somebody else. Everybody else signed it. Now they can't do anything. They can't talk. They can't do like a documentary. They can't do crap. For what, $800 or $900? I guess she said she offered him, I'll pay you the $800 and $900 if you're short. I'll pay that for you to not sign it. I guess she's doing okay. I know she has an OnlyFans. She's like, I'm doing fine. I'll pay you. But she's not doing fine because of her music. She's doing fine because she did it on her own. She got screwed with what'd she say, 6 or 7 years of doing this group, didn't make crap. People are so greedy.
On boy band and girl bands, I have a bunch of members from a lot of very boy bands that fit the criteria of a certain amount of status. Yeah. Platinum albums, awards, etc., Grammys. Same with girls. The stories that we have to tell during a time in music where there were gatekeepers, there were people that owned labels like Puff running things, and the way that the divisions and the divisiveness occurred, and the things that we experienced between each other and us against the system are fucking insane. And most people that have had to go through those types of things, like the real ways the Kardashians got to where they got, Ray J tried exposing a lot of that, they're still acting like that Ray J didn't expose them and that their Hulu show is all real. They don't have to really even notice Ray J because he doesn't come close to them. But what Ray J said was the truth, and he proved it with facts. So at the end of the day, we're all just willing to turn a blind eye. Diddy is just literally known as the guy that doesn't pay his artists. And it's funny, and then you move on and you like something that he did on TikTok because he's funny. But for people that worked for 6 years of their life and entered an industry where somebody made, what, $48 million?
Nearly $50 million?
And we didn't even see a penny of that, and we were in thongs and 5-inch heels for years of our lives on stage. And not any of it did we see. And the measly amount of change that MTV paid us, we don't even get to feel any benefit of that because they never brought the show back. And they don't play it in reruns. So we can't even get the hype of, oh, hey, I remember this. They're cult classics. Let me hire her for something. Yeah. Like all of them got, right? Mm-hmm. Jersey Shore kids are making millions of dollars. We were talented kids plucked out of oblivion, and we all had a fucking dream to be at Madison Square Garden and perform, which we got to. And we were not expected to get there. And we're all incredibly talented, every single one of us. So to me, when I read this, I'm basically feeling like you're presenting yourself as the benevolent God that's giving everybody back their music. You've turned down millions of dollars to give the millions back to the people. This is the honest to God. You can read from our attorney. Yeah. This is the honest to God agreement of what I'm being offered. A few $100 to sign away my rights to ever tell the story of what I went through again.
Hey, Casey. Oh, yeah, get some nap. Come back later whenever you can. And is it really? I didn't know that. The NDA is unenforceable. Are you sure? Like with somebody like Diddy, well, now he's going to be losing power. But, you know, at this time, this is before everything. I mean, this interview is from before the raid and stuff. So is it really? You don't think he could enforce it? Huh. I don't know. Really, E. Caroline? Wow.
And there's not going to be an era of girl and guy groups like that ever again with the way that music has transitioned. And I don't know if it will go back ever again to anything that's credible.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really see it.
And there's a story there, and Hulu tells those stories, and streaming, Netflix tells those stories. And there's so many paychecks. I offered girls, I called all of them. I offered some of the girls, hey, if you need $800-900, I'll give it to you. Don't sign this. This is just a way to get you to never be able to publicly speak about what we have experienced. And to my knowledge, allegedly, there's only 2 of us from Danity Kane that did not sign this deal.
I think Danity Kane. I think a couple of them didn't sign it. And boy, oh boy, they probably gonna go after him too.
And were there 5 originally?
Yeah. And it seems like a lot of other people are too, but you don't see them talking about how great, and maybe the deals are not the same that were being offered. I don't know, but in this email, it does say the money that you're getting is not coming through Puffy or Combs Music. This is a deal with Sony Music.
Okay.
Sony would be the ones that were paying us, EMI and Sony.
And then you'd be getting the money back from Danity Kane Music.
I would get any money that the songs I wrote on that were streamed make, which is a couple $100. This is not the money that we made when we released the albums. This is not the $48 million that 2 platinum albums got somebody. This is just some measly streaming money in order to stay hushed on Puff. Why he wants all of a sudden right now at this time, day, and moment to offer deals to people that some of his artists have been rumored to be driving Uber to be able to feed their families. So a deal like this looks pretty good because you need the money or because you're scared to ever go against Puff. I'm somewhere in the middle of I don't give a fuck. I don't need the money. I'm clearly making it, as we've discussed. And I just wish that Puff would do what he's saying he's doing. I wish he would pay us what we deserved for all the work that we did.
Hold on, let me see when this interview was. I forget. Hold on, I have it. Hold on 1 second. Let me let's see if I have that one marked down. It was this interview's from September 18th, 2023. So, I mean, it was before the raid. It was before, wait. Yeah, it was before Cassie Ventura's filed, hers was November. So this would have been before Cassie filed her, officially filed her case, her suit against him. But, you know, that there was a couple others that already had filed stuff against him, but the Cassie one was like a big one. So, yeah, because hers was November. So this is September, just last year.
And I wish he would make right his wrongs. And I wish these headlines could be real, not only for me and not because I need that money, but because I want there to be closure with a man that gave me my first opportunity in this game. And because you gave that to me did not mean that you could take all the money that I made you.
Exactly.
That's very fair.
Raids of his Miami and Los Angeles homes amid a sex trafficking probe. Sean Diddy Combs is being spotted out and about in South Florida. CBS News Miami's Nakai Carrero is showing us where Diddy has been.
After his homes were raided on Monday, Sean Diddy Combs has been keeping a low profile. But since Thursday, the Bad Boy Records founder has been spotted out with friends and family here in South Florida.
Down here at Pura Vida by my pad, run into the man right here. What's up? Miami's like that. It's a movie.
This is celebrity fitness coach Wes Watson. He posted this video on Instagram at the health food spot Pura Vida. In the video, you see Diddy along with music producer and reality TV star Stevie J. Stevie J being one of the people named in the more than 90-page lawsuit from music producer Rodney Little Rod Jones.
So that was supposedly, that was a video after the raid. I mean, this is how at least CBS is saying that's him, like recently, in the last couple of days. He's in Miami with that fitness guy and that Stevie J, I guess. So I know this this video goes back and forth. It's a compilation of, like, you know, older stuff, newer stuff, but it's all relevant, I feel like, to what is going on in the bigger picture, because there's so much that's going on. There's so many people coming out. This is going to be a huge, huge thing.
Which claims both men were grooming Jones into doing sex acts he did not want to participate in. This is the third reported sighting of the music mogul since Thursday. He was spotted Thursday evening at a Miami-Dade Topgolf with his teenage twin daughters. Another video shared with us from Only in Dade shows Diddy riding his bike in his Star Island neighborhood. He's the one on the left talking with two other people on bicycles. Jones is asking for $30 million in damages. Diddy's legal team has continuously denied all the allegations in the lawsuit. This latest lawsuit is the fifth one against Combs in the last 6 months. In Miami, Nakaya Carrero, CBS News, Miami.
Sean Combs.
Okay, I found this on hold on, let me see who the channel. She has like a clips that I've taken a few clips from this channel because she has some good stuff. But I tried to find the original because I want to know what it's from, and I cannot find it because she doesn't have anything linked, which, you know, that's fine. It's a compilation. She doesn't need to. But I try to find it myself. So this is actually, hold on, let me give hold on one second. Let me find which one this is from real quick. Hold on. This is called, just give me 1 minute. Yeah, this is called, it's from Spill Today is the channel that did this. This was from November 28th, 2023. So a lot of people have been following this, you know, they've been talking about this, you know, even before the raid, these entertainment channels that's, you know, follows like this kind of stuff. I watch this stuff on, you know, my free time. So this was from November 28th. So this would have been after the Cassie Ventura case. So they put this compilation and this was in it. Like I said, the channel is called as Spill Today. It's from November 28th. Now watch this. I don't know where it's from. Does anybody know? Listen to what he's talking about. Sean Combs.
Puff Daddy. Yeah. P. Diddy, whatever you call himself these days. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boule. The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati. Okay. It's the black people. I had settlement with Sean, okay? And he belongs to that agenda. That's why he's so famous. They land all the contracts. It's his attorneys, which are Mark Garagos and Ben Mercedes. I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot of business. Because what they would do is Sean talks.
Thanks. Okay, it's from the 2018 arrest when he had a gun in Trump's place. Thanks. Okay, I wasn't sure. See, I'm not aware of everything. I didn't know about that. Okay, thank you. Wonder where I could find the original, because I was trying to find the original interview because I want to hear it all. I was able to find a lot of the other originals, but
a lot on the phone and on the TV.
Now that I know his name, thank you.
And stuff, and I was like a sex slave. Okay, for them that's what I was. That's all. All right. I caught herpes, and I came back and I sued him for the herpes and won.
He said he caught herpes.
You called me.
I just accidentally I always hit the wrong button. I'll get back to it. So if you don't, I'm sure most of you guys following this knows they're passing around herpes. So Usher got it, and we know, allegedly, and we know he's given it to other women. Other women's came out over the years that he's given it to. He's like being with women and not telling them he has it. He's spreading it, which that's not cool because herpes is something that's not curable. It's not a curable thing. So what he's saying is he caught it, and then everybody in that group, since they're all having sex with each other, probably unprotected, nobody's telling people, hey, this is what I have. So they're spreading it around to all the men and everybody. At least they should tell them, Well, we know because a lot of this stuff is not consensual anyway. So it's messed up. Okay. Hold on, I don't know where I left off. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
To that agenda, that's why he's so famous. They land all the contracts. It's his attorneys, which are Mark Garagos and Ben Mercedes.
Okay.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot of business. Because what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with people and stuff, and I was like a sex slave. Okay, for them that's what I was. That's all. All right. I caught herpes, and I came back and I sued him for the herpes and won. But they did.
Oh, you're saying he sued. I thought you were saying that Usher sued Puff Daddy. He sued Puff Daddy and won. That's what he just said. Okay, I missed this when I listened to it before. Okay.
Mark Garagos and Ben Mercedes were his attorneys, okay? And Christopher Leon's here was my attorney. They asked me to turn in that, which was the video recording, and I did so. They gave it back to me accidentally, and it's possible I threw everything out. It's possible I can produce a copy. Mark Garagos used to be Michael Jackson's attorney.
Yeah, out in Los Angeles.
Yeah. He had he drugged Michael and they OD'd him, okay? He didn't overdose. They OD'd him because they keep the royalties of the music.
Wait, hold on a second, because it's hard to understand some of this. So I missed a lot of this when I was putting together this video. Did he say Diddy OD'd him, or is that what he said? Is he trying to say that Diddy was responsible for Michael Jackson's death, or did I not hear that right? I know he's talking about Gary Ghost or whatever was with Michael, represented him or whatever. But did he say that, or did he just say that they did, or did he say Diddy did? Let me rewind that part. Because I mean, there's been rumors about Diddy being responsible for Tupac's death. I never heard him being responsible for Michael Jackson's. Let me see. Let me rewind what he said real quick. See if I could make it out again.
They asked me to turn in that, which was the video recording, and I did so. They gave it back to me accidentally, and it's possible I threw everything out. It's possible I can produce a copy. Mark Garagos used to be Michael Jackson's attorney.
Yeah, out in Los Angeles.
Yeah. He had he drugged Michael and they OD'd him, okay? He didn't overdose. They OD'd him because they keep the royalties.
Okay, he said that he didn't overdose. I thought he said Diddy. He didn't say Diddy. He said they OD'd him. Okay. Which I do. I mean, there's a lot of talk about that. I've looked into Michael Jackson. We should talk about Michael Jackson one day, dude. I'm always like deep diving into that. But yeah, maybe someday we will.
Of the music, Michael alone made $860 million alone last year. What happened is Diddy and Ross, which they good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross and Khaled, they're all gay. Okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They're all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay?
Who supporter?
Hamas.
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 Yeah.
Sorry, I said it wrong.
No.
Hamas supporter. Okay. Basically, he's Arab, Palestinian. Okay. The Ciroc agenda. Okay, is basically binge drinking poured out on a yacht. They promote binge drinking and drugs.
Gotcha.
The hip-hop agenda was laid out by Obama during his last presidencies purposely. That's why they had Tupac killed, because when they kill them, you gain fame. When your record sales go up, and then people listen to your lyrics and everything, and then you become famous, okay? That's how they do it, all right?
How much you want to bet, though, this person interviewing him is probably thinking, this guy is full of it. Like, he's probably not even believing anything he says. And I'm saying because it sounds like outrageous on some of this stuff. And if he's not informed on some of this stuff, he's, this is in 2018. I don't know. Maybe not, but why do I feel like he's like after this interview, he went to back to his buddy that was like, oh my God, this guy's talking crazy. Because this stuff is so outrageous that it's like when people talk about it, people would think that you're crazy because it's so much stuff. It's like, what? This guy. So therefore, you're just not going to believe anything they say, even though he's speaking the truth in a lot. So as far as allegedly from what that in my opinion, what happened.
Tupac's still alive. He's in Cuba. Basically, what happened is the following. The hip-hop agenda is an agenda to move drugs all over the United States. You need to involve DEA. They move all the dope. Okay, all the dope.
Yeah, because he has an accent. He said Tupac. He has an accent, so I think it's they say things a little bit different. I've heard other people say it that way too with accents, but
private jets which don't get screened by customs, by the inside the United States. Okay, they move what's called high grade powder MDMA. They move cocaine and they move liquid cocaine in the bottles too. Okay, so they put the liquid cocaine in the bottles and they move it. I've seen the liquid cocaine, I've drank it myself, having sex with Diddy and Cassie. Okay, it's not good. He drinks it all the time.
Happening recently was that with the whole cancellation of Diddy,
Okay, real quick. Do you remember the last live, the part 2 that I played, the last live I did on Diddy? The guy that was telling the story about him wandering around Diddy's mansion and then ended up wandering into, he's looking for a bathroom and he ends up going into a bedroom and he finds Diddy there's some other guys laying on the bed and they're sharing some champagne or whatever, sharing a drink. And you remember that this is him right here.
Diddy got canceled
because of Cassie. She took it back though.
I know, but it's unclear. So but this was something I've been talking about for years because it's now a documented thing that I saw him at a party in Miami. I was at a party in Miami that I should not have been at, some real black excellence shit that I was not deserving to be at, but I went with the DJ.
Yeah.
And I took ecstasy and I ended up wandering around. We're in some mansion on Star Island and I end up walking, I guess it was his mansion. And it's all just hot. It's all hot black people.
Yeah.
And then just one moron with an afro. And everyone's like,
right, when you had an afro.
They're like, whose man is this? Yeah. But I came in and I basically saw him. I walked in a room I shouldn't have walked into and I saw him hooking up with a dude. Basically, full spooning situation. This guy, Felix the House Cat, who's a producer. Whatever. I then told the story on a podcast and then his people called me and were like, you need to say you were joking. Say you're a funny guy and you made it up for the views. And I was like, but I did not. I saw it. And he saw me when I came in.
Were you a little scared?
Yes. Because everyone in the room stopped because I opened the door and was like, is this the bathroom? And everyone was like, no, this is a room where celebrities, male celebrities hook up. It's some glitterati shit.
Yeah.
And then he basically had people call me and threaten me and tell me that if I didn't take it back and say I was joking.
And you still didn't take it back?
Refused, no.
Why?
And then I talked about it on Hot 97 and they wouldn't air it. Ebro, who does the morning show on Hot 97, so Hot 97 always kept me on a pre-record because they were like, what are you going to say?
Yeah.
They would never let me do a live interview. And I told the story. And then afterwards he was like, I'm not going to run this interview because like Diddy's insane. And he blew up Kid Cudi's car and all this shit.
So
and
I
was
feel like you did that on purpose. Like you're like, you wanted to see what he'd do to you.
No, I wanted to get killed by Diddy. But now everyone just found out that he like blows up people's. Kid Cudi finally told the story.
Oh,
I've been saying this for years. I've been like,
Kid Cudi is cute, right?
Okay, yeah. Like fuckable?
I don't. What does Kid
No,
Cudi
like
look like, you guys? I meant to look him up after she said he's cute, right? I'm like, I don't even know what Kid Cudi looks like or whatever. Hold on, let's look him up. Does anybody else know what he looks like? Hold on, Kid Cudi or Kid Cudi, or how do you say his name? I'm really showing my age, huh? If I was in my 20s right now, I probably would be still just know all the hippie music, jam bands. I probably still wouldn't know a lot of this, to be honest. Okay, he's cute. Yeah, he's pretty cute, actually. Here, this is Kid Cudi. Cudi. Is it Cudi or Cudi? Whatever. Kid Cudi. He is cute. He's a cute guy. That's Kid Cudi. Huh. I like him in this better than this. What's he doing here? I don't know. I like this one better. Is that him? Whoa. Okay. So he's like very expressionful. Wait, what's the he's very, I don't know. I can't think of the word. The word I was trying to think of it wasn't a real word. And I was going to sound really stupid. Make up my own word. Ooh, bright colors like me, though. He's very unique in his style, I should say. Is he hip hop? Is he a rapper? Huh. All right, let's go back to the video I had. Or else, what do you mean? It's about the case. I mean, this is my third part about it. We've been talking about it. It's about the big raid that happened at P. Diddy's house. Now we're kind of like going back and finding like different cases where it basically corroborates some of the stuff that, that he was accused of. I don't understand your question. You haven't seen all the other two lives? Or are you just joking? It's big. I mean, it's definitely true crime. This is some major crimes that he's being the warrants that he's being looked into, investigated for. I mean, this is a big deal. These are bad crimes, and it needs to be exposed. I mean, I know it's kind of merging with the entertainment industry right now, or you know what I'm saying, but it's definitely true crime if I have ever seen it. All right.
He seems like a good guy.
Yeah. He's the original, like, sort of like, he kind of invented like anxiety, depression.
Yeah.
Because no one like was doing that. And then he was like, I'm sad and like on like medication.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like everyone.
And then Logic did it.
A lot of people like started being like, I'm sad and like but he was the first one to be like, I'm on Wellbutrin.
Yeah.
But I've been talking about this Diddy shit for years, and now it's like out there.
I want you to touch on the
Okay. Remember her? This is that Jaguar, right, or whatever. She's that singer that is friends with, she knows a lot, dude. So there's a long interview. I've only cut a part of this interview, but she talks about Jay-Z. She talks about, and this is from somebody that knows because she was friends with him. She was around all of this stuff. But I'm just gonna play it. It's kind of a long section here. I like her.
The genius or the insanity of Jay-Z. This man, as far as what he's done since then, is, either preordained, destined, or he had a plan. But it seemed like he geared himself towards it. But you were there to witness it firsthand from what he was back then. I just want you to because not many people have a firsthand account of what this man is doing and what he's about to do.
In 21 years, I have never had anything to say about Mr. Sean Carter other than the fact that we had a pleasant working relationship and he was an excellent businessman.
21 years.
In 21 years. And after 21 years, what I will say to you is this. The first time I ever saw Jay-Z or even heard him spit a rhyme was at an MC battle, street battle in New York. But he didn't show up as Jay-Z. He didn't show up as the hottest rapper on the street. He showed up as the nigga that was with Big L.
Rest
For
in
those
peace.
of you.
Rest in peace, Big L.
Rest in peace, Big L.
One of the
That was the
dopest. One of the
sensei.
dopest. Yes.
Big L was who put Jay-Z on.
Without question.
And then Big L died, and then the next thing you know, Jay-Z. And then, you know, he starts clienteling with Tupac and clienteling with Biggie and doing songs with Biggie and building a working, you know, camaraderie with Honeycombs and AKA Diddy. And
Why do you give him the honeycombs? Why do you give him honeycombs?
because he smacks so sweet. That fucking sodomite. Anyway, so yeah, then, you know, and then Reasonable Doubt was happening, and then Dame's in the picture, and Dame's building Rockefeller, and everybody's talking about Jay-Z. And don't get me wrong, there is nobody who loves Reasonable Doubt more than me.
At the time of.
Nobody. No, still.
Yes. To this day.
Still. Listen to me. I don't give a fuck how I feel about you. For me to have bad feelings about someone and not acknowledge art and its greatness or at its finest is hating. Maybe I don't fuck with you, but them shoes is hot, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be real. So I will never. Shit, I was just listening to Watch the Throne earlier this week, and that shit was enraging me. Cause I'm like, y'all motherfuckers was living for this fucking album and was Kanye. And then all of y'all made all of this money on this motherfucking dude, and now all of a sudden, who, him? Like he was good enough when you let him slump Just Blaze's fucking whole career. He was the shit.
That's a whole issue in itself.
It was worth putting Just Blaze on the line for, because Just Blaze was Rockefeller production until Kanye.
Yeah.
Who's Just Blaze producing for now?
That I don't know. Who is? Yeah, I'm about to say that I don't know. And he was the movement.
Where is Just Blaze?
Yeah.
I mean, he was making Hov's beats. You got Tidal. You're a billionaire. Where the fuck is Just Blaze?
That's the question.
Why is he's not at least an executive at Rock Nation? He's not at least an executive at Tidal?
At least.
Like I said, Biggie died, Tupac died, and then there was the fight between who was the top rapper now, Nas and Jay-Z, and then the next thing you know, Nas has a nervous breakdown and he's taken out of the game, and it's all Jay-Z.
It's all Jay-Z.
It's all Jay-Z. And he was working with R. Kelly, and they were making so many records together. You know, they made all of those records together. They both fucked Aaliyah.
Me too.
They shared so much in common. You know? And then there was a falling out. And that's like it never happened. Whoever talks about best of the both worlds, best of both worlds. Nobody talks about that.
Nobody talks about this shit.
Nobody talks about that project.
That nigga swept that smooth under the rug.
Why?
Yeah, we know why.
You know what? I got a better question.
Yeah.
How valuable is a Biggie Smalls verse?
Yeah.
Puffy has been making money off of Biggie's name for longer than Biggie was alive. People keep forgetting he hadn't turned 25 yet. He was still 24 when he died. It's been over 25 years. Fucking Puffy has been making money on that boy's name longer than he lived. It supported all of Bad Boy. His catalog. Clearly, a Biggie Smalls verse is very valuable. Am I wrong? Does anybody disagree with me?
No, that's facts.
So then what the fuck happened to the commission? What happened to that album?
Right.
It was recorded. It was being mixed and mastered upon Biggie's death. It was supposed to have came out that summer after Biggie's album because Biggie's album was slated. He died a week and a half before his album came out. Then the commission was supposed to come out, and that was supposed to be his exit from Bad Boy. And then starting his own company. So tell me something. And this ain't me being an asshole. I think everybody that knows Sean Carter knows that he will slump anyone in any relationship for $1. Look at how he did Dame. Like, I don't give a fuck if you wanted to get away from your homie, if you wanted to get away from your partner, but to do it the way he did it, it's malicious.
Man, I hope all this really does like take some of these people down a notch, because I mean, Jay-Z, that he doesn't deserve that, dude. He built his success off of other people's backs, and then now he has no need for him. Those two, the Blaze and then Kanye. And now since, when Kanye gets into, stuff with the media, he just turns his back on him and acts like, oh, he does, I don't know, distance himself because it's not good for his reputation or whatever. Really, how much talent does Jay-Z have? How much would he be able to do without the people making his music? I don't know, because I'm not that familiar with his music, guys, but what she's saying, it's like almost seems like, what he does he really have that much talent? Would he really be able to be doing this by himself? It doesn't sound like he could even come close. I don't know. You know what I'm gonna have to do? And I hate to do this because I don't want to, but maybe after this live, I'll listen to some of Jay-Z and just kind of like put it into perspective of, what is his music? Is it any good? I don't know. And is it any good just to like what his part in it, or is it because of everybody that's helping him? Anybody know? Do you guys like Jay-Z? Do you think he's like really talented, or is it because of the people he's had help him? Do you think? Honestly, I mean, I don't. If you think he is, just say it. I don't know. Do the financial audit for not-for-Texas to see if the dopes are as rich as they claim. I bet they are mired in debt. Wait, what? No, I think they're freaking got a lot of money.
But maybe that was because he was fucking the girl that didn't want you.
Oh. Let the church say amen.
I don't know. Maybe that's why.
Wait, but I think we can understand on a human level, just because we don't listen to the music. It doesn't mean, I don't think it means that we can't understand what? Understand trafficking and stuff like that. I mean, we're in true crime. Of course we could understand human behavior and people, relationships and the important aspects of it. Yeah, we could understand. Just because we don't know the music, maybe some of us, that doesn't mean that we can't understand what's going on here. The culture, yeah. I mean, I feel like I don't know. I mean, I think I know more about the culture than you're giving me credit, to be honest. But hey, did I ever lie and say that I know a lot about the music? No, I'm telling you right now, I don't. The whole rap community is interchangeable. This question is, yeah. I mean, I can understand the, what people treating people bad in business. I get it. It's messed up. Using people to get ahead, and then when you're done with them, just sweep them away, and then you stand and you keep rising and rising, and just as you use people, just get to the top and you screw everybody else. I get that concept. Trust me, I don't care what culture you're from. That's interchangeable. I mean, that goes across cultures.
Maybe that's why you moved his ass around and out of Rockefeller so tough and then just moved right over to Def Jam. By the way, wasn't this all around the time when Aaliyah died?
Yeah.
And Beyonce's solo career was struggling? Jam on your horn now, that fucking bullshit ass record. From the Austin Powers shit, it was some of the worst shit ever. They were having a hard time taking her solo. And then Aaliyah died. And then they brought Rich Harrison in, and your love got me thinking so crazy right now. She liked posing with him in pictures for Page Six. Aaliyah didn't. She fell in love with Dane. And Aaliyah's gone. And
so what she's saying is Beyonce really had trouble, and they tried to like make her do like a solo because she was with Destiny's Child, and they tried to like get her successful doing her solo stuff. She's saying like they had trouble, getting her to, basically succeed in that venture or whatever. But she said Aaliyah didn't, but Aaliyah was with the other guy, and then Beyonce and Jay-Z hooked up. So what I'm gathering is what she's saying is it was, well, hold on, let's just listen to the rest, see what you guys think.
you have to start asking yourself questions after being in this business for this long. If you're a halfway intelligent person, when do you start questioning how lucky some motherfuckers keep
Yes. See, she words it perfect. I don't even need to elaborate on that. I mean, she's saying it. She's really good at making her points. But yeah, it's crazy. See, I wasn't that familiar with, Beyonce. I don't know her music that well. But I'm learning a lot, and I'm a quick learner. Who was that? Nobody really. I am a quick learner, and I'm learning a lot about this stuff I didn't know about these relationships, and how shady some of them are, and how some of them used each other to make it. I wonder, Aaliyah, what was a plane crash, right? Could that have been somehow anything fishy about that, or no? Has there been conspiracies about that? Wasn't it a plane crash? Because she's saying Aaliyah, it's almost like Beyonce almost took Aaliyah's place in a way. Well, but Aaliyah was with the Blaze, right? And then Beyonce was having trouble breaking out into her solo, right? And then Aaliyah dies. Beyonce and Jay-Z are, hooking up. A lot of people think that that's all business, that relationship. I don't know. Be back when you do Paul's video. Bye. All right, bye. Yeah. But see, if you're into true crime, you should. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go there. Okay, bye. Wait, what has nothing to do with them? Jamie, that has absolutely nothing to do with them. What doesn't?
Right.
Is it really a conspiracy if the same person keeps benefiting off the same kind of tragedy over and over and over again? So to answer your question.
Wait, nobody. I hope you're still here. Are you just talking about the one person that's commenting very negatively in the comments? Don't judge this whole channel because of one person that's saying a lot of negative stuff in the comments. I hope that's not what you're talking about, because there's only really like one person doing that. So I hope you're not judging this whole chat because of one person's like kind of negative view on everything. Because I have no control over what chat does. I'm welcoming of all people, and it should be. I don't want to censor people. But by what you just said right here, it makes me think that you're just talking about that one person, and which sucks that you're judging us all on that. But hopefully, okay, I'll see you back on Paul. But really think about it, because this is true crime. Like, we know our true crime. You know that if you're following true crime, we know our true crime, and this is what we're looking at it on that aspect. Okay, let's continue.
I'm sure he's always going to be a billionaire, and I'm sure he's got great things to happen. I mean, look, he's got the job with the NFL. He's hooking all his friends up with the halftime shows. I mean, think about it. Think about the halftime shows. Jennifer Lopez, Shakira, all Rock Nation. Now Rihanna, and then we had the whole LA thing, which of course he was involved in that, and then they pulled Mary J. Blige off to, you know, make sure she got that money for Kendall, and you know, they had that whole moment, you know, but all he's doing is using his friends and the people that he fucks with, or at least the people that signs his non-disclosure agreements. He keeps getting them the Super Bowl gigs. So I mean, like, he's doing all kinds of stuff, you know, and I do not begrudge him. It's just, if you got to do the kind of things that he's done to get where he's gotten, yeah, fuck it. I don't want it that bad. I don't want nothing that bad. Which is why I can't understand why people are so willing to just write Kanye off as insane.
And that's what I want to touch on. Like, what is your thoughts on some of the? Do you think he's trying to tell us something that we don't understand, or do you think he's really just going off the rails with some of the comments?
He's telling everybody exactly what they don't want to hear. He's doing the same thing I did 2 years ago. It's just he's Kanye West, you know, so it's like relentless. I was like, yeah, popcorn.
But that is actually, there is another artist that I do know a lot of his music, and is Kanye's. I'm guilty. I'm a Kanye fan. I like his music. I like what she said about him. I agree. What she said about Kanye, how there's some people that get it and some people don't with him. And I know I get a lot of crap when I talk about him to my mom, but like, I do get, like, he does make sense to me. It's just, so hopefully people don't think I'm crazy, but oh well. But his music, you can't lie. His music is really good. I do like his music. So I do know some music, but I don't know Jay-Z's or Beyonce's or anything. But I bet if I heard a song, they'd be like, oh, that's Beyonce. I'd be like, oh, okay. But if you ask me right now, name one of Beyonce's songs, I couldn't name it. I know Destiny's Child, though. I grew up listening. Well, I don't want to say grew up listening. Kinda. Yeah, we jammed out to it, me and my sister. It wasn't like necessarily our go-to music, but there's a couple Destiny's Child songs that, you know, I think we all could sing. If we heard them, we would just go off singing. I was probably in like grade school, or maybe 7th, 8th grade. I don't know. I think it was before high school, maybe high school when it came out, the Destiny's Child but Beyonce, don't know. Don't freaking know, but don't even care. But yeah, Kanye, his music is pretty good. I like it. It's real good. I don't know why I said pretty good. He's definitely talented. I don't think anybody could deny that. All right.
He's giving it up though. He's giving it up like
it's just sad.
Yeah. I mean, he threw Chris Paul up under the bus. I'm like, okay.
Why not? What the fuck is so special about these motherfuckers?
Right.
That they get to call him crazy and he don't get to say shit back.
Right.
Everybody can have an opinion about him, but he can't have one. Oh, why? Oh, yeah. His loudspeaker is better than yours. See, that's the real fucking problem.
It's the brand.
How does
it's the real fucking problem.
Talks in like poetry, like it's like so deep. And if you're, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys are catching this. Like, this could go over a lot of people's head, just like with the loudspeaker, that whole saying right there. Like, if did you guys get what she meant, right? But I'm sure a lot of times, or a lot of people went just right over the head and they didn't get what she was saying. But this is some deep stuff. Like, she talks deep, like, but you have to catch it because she talks in like, it's like almost like, like, I don't know. It's like almost like hidden, like her talk, like what she says. It's like, if you're not smart, I don't want to say smart enough, but you almost have to be able to understand what she's saying. It's good. I mean, she's good. She's definitely, yeah, I like her. Anyway, how many? Well, never mind. I'm gonna just press play. We're almost done with this video.
Y'all talk shit about this motherfucker all the time. You don't hear him complaining. He just keeps moving. But when he starts saying, "Oh my God," you know he's ill. You know he's very unwell. Fuck out of here. So what, because he's crazy, that means he can't tell the truth? He's been crazy. He was crazy when he went up on that stage and fucking stripped that shit off of fucking Taylor Swift. But did anybody pay attention to how the show ended that night? Let me point out Kanye's genius. It was the first night he performed. Let's get a toast for the douchebags. Let's get a toast for the assholes. Let's get a toast for the scumbags. Every one of them that I know. He fucking acted like all of those things. He acted it out in real life and then he sang the song. And that shit went what? Like, ain't nobody even pay attention to that.
Damn.
He actually disrespected the fuck out of this little girl and then turned around and already had the theme song written.
So is he crazy or calculated?
You tell me.
Calculated.
That's the best part.
The sad part is his level of brilliance is so pure that most people, it's like a dog whistle. That shit hide in a motherfucker. And the motherfuckers that are tuned and able to hear it are like, woo! But everybody else like, how the fuck is this motherfucker with his... You know what I mean? That's what it looks like to people. That's the difference between being woke and being conscious.
It's one of those moments in my life.
It's true. Like, I know, I feel like it's almost like I'm almost afraid to admit it, but I talked to my mom about it. I'm like, I like Kanye. Like, he makes sense to me. He really does. So I'm like, yeah, I swear to God, you could ask her. She thinks I'm crazy because she hates him, but it's just like, dude, he makes sense to me. Like, I get it. Like, I get it. Where a lot of people think he's just crazy. What's he talking about? Like, I get it. Nothing even sounds crazy when he talks to me. But so I mean, that's exactly what she was saying. Some people hear it's like a dog whistle. Some people like, whoa, because it's like, and then some people are like, what? I don't, oh well. So this one is, now we're talking about Cuba. So I have some articles about him, all the people that's suing him. So he's on Piers Morgan right now, and he's talking about one of the people that sued him.
Where I was trying to numb the pain. So I would, just kind of go out and not worry about a thing, and it opened me up to a lot of interactions with people in clubs and bars and whatnot. And it's, the world knows I pled guilty for the count of forcible touching, kissed a waitress. So that's that. I'm not here to shame anybody or to take any of these women who've made their statements. But it is one of those moments where I look back and I say, how did you find yourself in this scenario, in this situation? And then the police show, she makes a statement to them, they review the tapes. The tapes, they review every moment that they can for the time I was there. They don't see any of the claims that she made. And then the Special Victims Unit personnel from the DA's office shows, and they explain to this person what they saw on the tapes, and the person obviously went ahead with putting out a warrant for my arrest.
Oh, this is just silent. This is that guy, Jones. That was him. That was, that has the case. I don't know what I was going to do with this, with the muted part. I know this, I just wanted to.
And the person,
anyway, okay. So that's that. I still have more videos to play, but that was the compilation that I wanted to show you. Oh, I love Adele. Me too. I love Adele. She's awesome. And she's like a good person. I went on a binge watching her live shows where she like interacts with the audience. She seems like the sweetest, like empathetic, sincere, like real person. I don't know. I mean, to me, she seems very, very cool. Like a really good person. All right. Unlike some of these people in the R&B. And like I said, I'm not saying Beyonce isn't talented. I'm just saying I don't know her music. I mean, people love her, but I don't know. Is she a bad person? I mean, like, she's with Jay-Z. Look at the stuff coming out about Jay-Z. I don't know. Like I said, some people could be talented. They could be evil. Kanye, I don't know. That's a whole nother story. We could talk. I mean, we could probably do like 20 parts and talk about Kanye. I've been watching him for years, just all his stuff. But that's, yeah, he has not, I don't know. He's not a part of this crap as far as what we're talking about. I mean, he's part of the culture, but not these allegations. Okay, so okay, there we go. Oh, trust me. Yeah, I know, Jamie. That's the whole point. I think that's the whole point. One of the big points to take away from this. Okay, so let's, here's a couple things more on Cuba. So we have this one, the sued for R. This is in 2013 hotel incident. It says that he allegedly coerced a woman to his hotel room and R'd her before falling asleep and allowing her to escape. This, according to explosive new lawsuit, the suit's been filed by Jane Doe, who claims Gooding R'd her in 2013 at the Mercer Hotel in New York. According to the legal docs obtained by TMZ, the woman and her friend met Gooding at a restaurant, VIP lounge, on the evening of August 24th. He invited them for drinks back at the hotel. The woman claims Gooding arranged for a cab to take him and her to the hotel and says she planned to meet her friend at the hotel bar. But once they got to Mercer, he asked her to go to his room so he could change. According to the suit, the woman was hesitant, but Gooding said it would be quick. But once inside the room, she claims he turned on the music, blocked the door, and began to undress. Jane Doe says she tried to leave, but Gooding stopped her forcibly, began to essay her with his hands. She alleges she resisted and said no several times, but Gooding became physically aggressive and threw her on the bed. Then, according to the docs, Gooding aggressively removed plaintiff's underwear and R'd her. She alleges he did not wear a condom. And, well, you could read it. That's, man, I'll never be able to watch his movies again and look at him the same. And here, for some reason, I thought he was, from Jerry Maguire and watching his movies, it's like, oh, he seems like he might have been a good guy. No, I mean, you can't tell actors. I mean, you don't know who these people are. In the suit, she says Gooding went to the bathroom afterward, but she was attempting to get out of bed. He returned and R'd her again. This time anally. Oh my God. I hate him. She says they both laid in the bed after this as she feared he would R her a third time, but he fell asleep, allowing her to leave his hotel room. Jane Doe is suing Gooding for a crime of violence based on gender and seeking damages. Yes, I don't know. I hope nobody freaking hires him again. But this is 2013, and I think people have. Oh wait, is there a video? Hold on a second. See, Cuba's attorney, Mark Heller, tells TMZ clearly this is fabricated accusation that was never reported to the police and forms no basis for any claim at this point. 7 years have passed. I don't know what. Let's see. So this is just from the. But yeah, but we want the that's not with the article, and that's in the bedroom, so that wouldn't be. What is he trying to do? Why does he keep? I'm confused what he's trying to grab, though. I mean, it almost seems like he thinks. Are you guys seeing this? Was this from before? Hold on, let me see. So he's right here. He's got a little ponytail or something. Huh. And then he's trying to get him out of here. And he even goes right back over. He's definitely being sneaky. What is he trying to do? He keeps trying to it almost looks like he's trying to be sneaky. Like it's weird. I don't know. What do you guys think? It says there's at least 22 women who have accused the actor. 22. So there's got to be some truth. There's no way 20. He pled not guilty to 6 of them. Wow. All right, so here's another one. This is him now, supposedly. It says, Cuba Gooding Jr. surfaces in Miami amid Diddy's drama. So I guess this is supposedly him recently. Yacht Reynolds says he was in Miami this past weekend, the same place Diddy has been amid an ongoing federal investigation. Interesting considering their alleged connection. TMZ obtained a photo of Cuba and South Beach on Easter Sunday, and as you can see, he's by his lonesome on the back of a golf cart, which is advertising yacht rentals. And there are 2 unknown fellas sitting up front. So yeah, right here. Jerk. Ew. He looks relaxed with his shades on as he peruses his phone. And yes, he's certainly dressed for a festive Sunday, sunny day in Sunshine State. And here's that one with him hitting on Rodney. Who took the picture? Is it probably from a surveillance? This is Puff. Okay, so we got that. And then I think I have one more on Cuba here. This is from November 2023. So this would have been after the Cassie Ventura ones. Has resolved his New York forcibly touching case with a guilty plea to a lesser charge and no jail time after complying with terms of conditional plea agreement in April. Let's see what this has to say.
Resolving his forcible touching case. The courtroom was sparsely attended. There were reporters and some observers, but not packed like you would typically see for a celebrity case. Cuba Gooding Jr. spoke briefly. He pleaded to a lesser charge, and in that admitted that he did kiss a waitress at a New York City nightclub back in 2018. He also heard from 3 of the victims, people who say they were victimized by him in cases, 2 of which were not ultimately brought as part of the plea agreement. A prosecutor read a statement from the waitress that he kissed, and then one woman appeared by a video and another addressed the court directly. Those victims were upset with what they say is a 2-tiered system of justice, rewarding a celebrity and giving him what they said was a slap on the wrist, whereas other people who are not celebrities would be brought to trial and would face jail time for these charges. Cuba Gooding Jr. was initially arrested in the summer of 2019. It's been a 3+ year process. He was accused initially of forcibly touching, groping, kissing 3 women. Prosecutors ultimately decided to drop 2 of those cases and went ahead with a plea deal involving just 1 woman. That was struck in April. Part of the plea agreement was that Cuba Gooding Jr. had to stay out of trouble, and he had to attend what they called alcohol and behavioral management, behavioral therapy.
Wait, why is there 2? Why are they playing both audios on top of each other? It's very hard to listen.
He's been seeing a therapist. According to prosecutors, he's been fully compliant, and the therapist gave positive reviews. And Cuba Gooding Jr., according to the prosecutor, will continue in therapy beyond that 6-month window that was required as a part of this agreement. It is an interesting coincidence that this case is being resolved right around the 5-year anniversary of the Me Too movement. That movement started with Harvey Weinstein, the Hollywood producer who, in this very courtroom in 2020, was convicted of rape and sentenced to 23 years in prison. There have been, though, some concerns that the Me Too movement is losing steam, that you see results like today, where Cuba Gooding Jr. gets no jail time, the vacating of Bill Cosby's conviction in Pennsylvania a few months back, and other matters that have gone away. We asked attorney Gloria Allred about this, and she said that while some of those developments are disappointing, women are still resolved to hold men accountable. What happened today, if you ask Cuba Gooding Jr.'s defense lawyers, if you ask prosecutors, was that they did not see a clear path to a conviction on some of these allegations.
Okay, so we have that. What else did I want to play? I got some other stuff, don't worry. I guess I'll just go down the line here. Hold on. Let me actually take this off the list. Okay, so let's do this Ashton one that popped up now. So he learned his lesson from the Masterson. So it says, God, I hate all these freaking ads. Look at all this. It's like you only get like a little part in the. Oh, there we go. Ashton Kutcher, look at that. It's ridiculous. Ashton Kutcher reportedly fears being drawn into investigation of longtime friend Diddy. Here, let me use some of these other ones. Let's see what we got. Oh, no. We'll do that. Like that. Okay. It says, the intensifying S-trafficking probe into Sean Diddy Combs has thrown a fresh spotlight on the rapper's longtime friendship with Ashton Kutcher. Kutcher, 46, and Diddy, 54, have hosted shows on MTV and have spoken highly of each other during their decades-old friendship. The pair were both on The Late Show with James Corden in 2018 and gushed over how they met and became friends. Sorry. It says Sean P. Diddy Combs and Ashton Kutcher's friendship started while working at MTV. I was doing making the band on MTV. He was doing Punk'd, and I gave him a call one day and said, I heard that you're going to punk me, and I just don't think that's a good idea, Diddy recalled to Corden. Kutcher, with a smile, interjected, I'm pretty sure that's not the way you said it. I don't think that's a good idea, is what you said, as the two laughed. So probably basically threatening him, like, hey, I don't think that's a good idea. You're going to pump me. I think it was some version of, if you do that, that will not end well for you. But I think we should work out a deal, Kutcher recalled. Kutcher has not publicly weighed in on the probe into Combs since the feds raided 2 of the rap mogul's homes last week. But source reportedly claimed Monday that Kutcher and his wife Mila Kunis would stay quiet on Combs' legal troubles following the blow-up over the letters they wrote in support of Danny Masterson. There is no way in hell Ashton or Mila will be shown any sort of public support for Diddy right now, the unnamed source told Daily Mail. Wow, he looks old. Regardless of Ashton's long history with him, he has distanced himself from Diddy since ex-girlfriend Cassie's lawsuit, and even more so in the wake of the new ones. Reps for Kutcher and Kunis 40 did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Diddy's sex probe comes just months after Kutcher and Kunis faced an onslaught of backlash for publicly voicing their support for Masterson, a convicted arpist and former colleague, ahead of his sentencing hearing. Oh yeah, I didn't play that. I'm sure you guys seen it, but let's watch this together. That was one of the ones I wanted to play the last live, and I forgot. But it says Combs was spotted outside of Miami airport, slowly strolling back and forth Monday, just hours after the raids, according to reports. Okay, so I'm just skimming through this real quick. This is actually pretty good. I might read that sometime here. That's it gives a good little timeline, but let me play this real quick. Hold on 1 second. Oh, that's actually on here. That's right. Hold on. It's on this one. Let me do my used. Okay. So where is it? Hold on 1 second. Let me. Oh, it's right here. So here is that. Says, so this is right after. It says, Diddy seen on video pacing around Miami airport after raids at both homes.
I guess you wonder what's going to happen next, Diddy. I know.
Wonder what he's thinking, like, oh shoot, I'm screwed. So he's at the airport just pacing. This is like right that day that they were doing it. So his mule got arrested. His homes got raided. He's just pacing. Looks like he's almost talking to himself, but maybe he's talking on the phone. He could have earphones in. No. All right. What else do I want to play? I'll just play these shorts that I was going to play first. Oh, here, this is them talking about the Tupac investigation here. You could hear, right?
Behind all of this is
Hey, Monica.
You've said this yourself, with $1 million, whether it was $1 million, whether it wasn't $500,000. Tell us a little bit about that.
What I believe happened with Puffy was that, again, I don't think he wanted this conflict to get worse than it already was. And if he could figure out a way to quell that, he would. In fact, we have a statement saying that Puffy had reached out to the members of the Nation of Islam to approach Suge Knight and say, hey, let's have a peace treaty. Let's squash this thing. But Suge wanted nothing to do with it. So he was trying to get out from under this imposing threat, knowing that Suge held him responsible for the murder of his friend. And whenever he would come to LA, he knew that Suge Knight was trying to hunt him down. We have a reported incident, an investigation where Suge Knight had accosted one of his associates at a Christmas party in Los Angeles, and they beat the living shit out of this guy. He almost lost his eye in an attempt for these guys to gain knowledge about where he lived in Los Angeles.
Yes.
So he undoubtedly becomes aware of the fact that these guys are actively hunting me down. They're kidnapping, assaulting people. My life's definitely in harm's way. And so I think that out of that desperation and fear, he turned to the streets and said, can you guys kind of handle this for me? Because he knew that if you're going to deal with these gang members, then
wait, wasn't real quick? Wasn't Wendy one of the DJs? Isn't that the DJ they were talking about that he got fired? Didn't he get her fired, Wendy Williams? Because dude, I was just watching a video on that a couple days ago, and I forget the details surrounding that. Something happened between them, and then. And no, Psycho Ex-Girlfriend, no, but I'll get to it. We'll definitely get to it. I have so much other stuff to show, but I definitely, send it to me. I'll look her up. What is it? Winter Bianco. So he is a Bad Girls Club who dated Diddy's son. Okay. Thank you. If you have any information on her, send it my way.
Natural enemies to do the work for you.
And is that the $1 million? $1 million was on the.
According to Keefe D, he says there was a kind of a loose conversation that Greenblatt's up on Sunday.
Dude, manipulation. There we go. That was another one of the videos that I had, the Nickelodeon one, that I freaking had last live. And there's probably like 4 or 5 that I forgot to play. And it sucks because I remember sitting there like, oh, wait, I was looking for more stuff to play. And then when I got off, I didn't notice until the next day when I was gathering all my stuff to try to get ready for another live, like get some information. And I was like, dude, yes, these are all the videos. I knew that I was missing something. But yes, I have that. It's somewhere in these files. So we'll watch that.
Set in which Puffy allegedly tells Keefe D, listen, I'm gonna whatever it takes to get these guys off my back. I need you to take care of them. He says we wanted $1 million. Diddy's like whatever, but again, I have to couch that with the understanding that he was in fear for his life.
I fully get that.
Yeah,
I fully get that. So, but the $1 million is from him, but you don't know really if it's $1 million or it's $500,000. Because
I think it's just boastful talk.
But dude, he's almost giving him an excuse, like Diddy, because this. I'm sure this is from 2019. He's almost like, well, he was in fear for his life, so that's why he had to do that. Were you guys getting that? Like he's almost like giving him an excuse to make sure that this guy knows, like, wait, the only reason he did this, like self-defense, or he was in fear for his life. Well, yeah, that was what, 5 years ago. Now things will be a little bit different because now nobody's going to have his back anymore. Diddy's.
Okay, got it.
It's like if I see a really nice car that I like to purchase from you, and I just, man, I'll give you $1 million for that.
Yeah.
It's just that kind of like loose.
So how about the part where Zip gives him the gun? He says, listen, right now's the time to do it. Everyone's in town. Go to 662. Here's a gun that I have. He leaves it to him with the car.
Right.
He gives him the gun. And then afterwards, when they talk on a call, he says, was that us? And they're on the call together listening, and Zip says, yes, that was us.
Keefe says, yes, that was us.
Yes, that was us.
Yeah.
Keefe says that was us. And then he says, we'll take care. Zip says, we'll take care of the money. 6 weeks later, he's not getting the money. And, he's finding out maybe he didn't get paid. And then afterwards, he meets with an associate of P. Diddy, Puffy, saying, yeah, we did pay, but Zip kept it. And then when they met, is that all been verified that maybe he did keep the money or they did not pay?
We don't have anything to validate other than his claim.
Got it.
He's claiming that he had people that were closely associated with Eric, with Zip, that told him, hey, Puffy paid $500,000 and Zip kept the money. So that's his claim. We do know that these two people do exist and that they were associated with him, but those people have never verified that. So that unpaid debt is
interesting.
It was definitely never collected.
Interesting. All right. So We'll just kind of go in a row here. Oh, somebody asked Tommy Hilfiger about Puff. Look, about what's going on. He just totally ignores it. You guys can still hear, right? Oh, this is the one that would not let me click on it. Yeah, even the last live, I couldn't click on it. Okay, we'll just skip it. I don't know why it would not let me click on that. It's just Tommy Hilfiger. A reporter goes up and asks him what he thinks about the raid and stuff, and he doesn't answer. He just is like, he like makes a remark about something else. It was funny, like about the food at the restaurant. He's like, "Oh, the food's good." It's actually kind of funny. I wish it would play.
I challenge you, young men, not to be Jay-Z, but to be Dame Dash. I challenge you guys to be a good man and not a puppet like Sean Combs. He's disgusting. You see how quick a man give somebody $20 million for not telling his secret, $30 million for not telling his secrets, but he won't give you nothing. He won't give a university any money. He won't build a college. He won't build a bank. He won't do anything. He's fucking disgusting. Look, I'd rather have what I have and have my people's respect and have $1 billion and not have their respect. Those kind of Negroes, y'all need to get rid of them. They serve you no value. Stop celebrating them. They're disgusting.
Did I play it all? Did it?
Not have their respect. Stop celebrating them.
Oh. I don't know why I did this, but I was trying to Ocean. I was writing you back. Yeah, they are. I have it for members now. I did an early release type because I've never done that, an early release for members. So it's out. I haven't yet did it for everybody else yet. And whenever I do a live, I'll probably do it. I don't know. But yeah, it's for members if you want to join, if you want to see it now, but it's up to you. I just wanted to, do something special for members because I don't know. I don't have a lot of members content. So I wanted to, a lot of creators will do like early releases. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do that for this call, for these calls. But I have the first part 1 basically up for members right now. Okay. So I don't know. Yeah. I think I just like this guy, what he said. I think that's why I saved that. I think this is the one where he goes crazy. Buff Daddy isn't the one where he goes, yeah.
This is Sean Combs, aka Diddy, and he was just sued by one of his producers who alleges SA and trafficking. But it's not the first time Diddy's been accused of abuse, and people have been speaking out against him for years. Somehow, though, his empire remains intact.
Where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose. For the next 48 hours, he's with me. So, yeah, he signed the Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. My brother right here from day one, we used to wake up and pause, but like that's how. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was.
Sorry, I know we saw this clip a bunch.
13. What were you saying? I went there to see the lifestyle. I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. There were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I was sick of having to cover up everything that you did.
And I'm like, well, she doesn't have to with you if she doesn't want to. He was upset. I realized I have that interview. Is dangerous.
In the newest civil suit, Rodney Lil Rod Jones, the producer on Diddy's most recent album, accused the rapper of SA and threatening him for more than a year, and he's seeking $30 million in damages.
Doing this situation is not easy. Taking Puff to court, suing him is not easy.
Jones also alleged that Diddy was involved in transporting drugs and sex workers, some of whom were minors, and asked for criminal investigation into this RICO enterprise. RICO stands for the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, created in 1970 to deal with those engaged in organized crime. Diddy's lawyers say the allegations are pure fiction, though. Just a few months ago, R&B singer Cassie Ventura filed a lawsuit against Diddy, accusing him of and a decade of physical and emotional abuse. She settled with Diddy outside of court. But even more SA allegations have come out against him since, and some say it's Cassie's bravery that empowered other survivors to speak up. Diddy has denied all allegations.
Thanks,
Many,
Petty, for
including
gifting.
Jones, say that Diddy, who has a net worth of $1 billion, has leveraged his wealth and influence to skirt accountability, despite so many speaking out against him. What do you think? Could this be the end for Diddy?
I actually have that one full interview of that friend. I'll play a couple more shorts, and then I'm gonna play that one they took a clip out of it, and that's important. I still have, gosh, I have so much stuff. I feel like, but hopefully I'll just keep playing them. We'll get through them. Ooh, there's some good TikToks this girl does right here. Talks about Jay-Z. She's Caroline. I
Y'all,
think her
tell
name is.
me that you have seen the news
Carol
articles
Lyman.
about this potential love child that Jay-Z has had since the 90s. According to Ramirez, he says that Jay-Z has been avoiding taking a paternity test for over 10 years, and he's now taking it to the Supreme Court. Let's fucking talk about it. In the lawsuit, Ramirez alleges that when his mom was 16 years old, she was having a sexual relationship with Jay-Z, who was at the time 22. Mind you, this was 4 years before his debut album. By the time Ramirez was born in 93, she no longer spoke to Jay-Z. She instead was back together with her high school boyfriend, so she decided to put him on the birth certificate instead. Hold on, y'all, because it gets real messy from here going forward. First time he sues Jay-Z is in 2010. A Pennsylvania court orders genetic testing for the high school boyfriend, Jay-Z, and Ramirez in this case. The high school boyfriend, Robert, ends up taking the DNA test. Ramirez does too. Turns out that's not his dad. So the only person left is Jay-Z, and what does he do? He avoids it. They never hear back. The case gets dismissed. In 2012, he sues Jay-Z again. However, this time he does it in the state of New Jersey. Jay-Z's attorneys fight to get the case dismissed. They say he has no ties to the state of New Jersey. He doesn't own any homes. He doesn't have any businesses here. A judge dismisses the case. Ramirez and his attorneys immediately appeal, and then they bring back deed documents, tax records that show that Jay-Z does in fact have ties to the state of New Jersey via homes, via businesses. Jay-Z's attorney says that she initially misspoke when she said he had no ties to New Jersey because she really did believe that he only lived in New York City. However, Jay-Z's attorneys then presented to the court the argument that there was no proof that Sean Carter in the tax documents and in the deeds was Jay-Z. How could they prove that it wasn't just some guy with the same name that owned homes in New Jersey? Absolutely insane how the legal system works, but they dismissed the case. Now the NAACP and the ACLU are fighting on behalf of Ramirez. And in 2016, before her death, his mother, Wanda, actually publicly came out and made a statement that she supports him and that she actually does agree with the allegations that Jay-Z is his father. Ramirez claims that he's not looking for anything from Jay-Z. He doesn't want money. He doesn't want anything. He just wants acknowledgement. And honestly, I can't even really blame him. Ramirez then sues Jay-Z again in 2014, and they again dismiss the case on the same basis that they can't prove that Jay-Z is the guy on the tax documents. The judge then seals it, which means the public can no longer access it or ask for court records on the case. So now Ramirez is taking it to the New Jersey Supreme Court. He's asking for it to be unsealed all the way back to 2012. In his motion, he states that Jay-Z has been avoiding taking a paternity test and that it could all be resolved if he just agreed. I don't disagree with him. Who would avoid taking a paternity test for over 10 years? Y'all, what do we think? Maybe.
Wow. Or wait, shoot, did I miss the end? I think that it was the ending, but I think I just cut it off, right? Hold on, what did she say at the end? Hold on one second, sorry.
Y'all, Bitspo, I'm dying to know what y'all think. If you love to talk about pop culture, follow along because I have way more to share.
Oh, okay. So what do you guys think of that? Ooh, shoot, hold on. Let's do one more of hers. Thank you, Chef. Or Sherry. Why do you say Chef? Sherry. Thank you, Sherry Beasley, for joining. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Patty, thank you for gifting 5 more memberships. Thank you, Patty. Okay, so let's play one more of hers and then. God, what time is it? 3:45.
Can we talk for a minute? I want to talk to y'all about the
that
very
mistress.
suspicious death of Jay-Z's alleged mistress. And I'm very interested in hearing what y'all think because it's pretty wild. And like I always say, everything I'm about to say is alleged. I don't know these people. I don't want to know these people. Frankly, you do not have to believe me because I'm just some bitch on the internet. So this is Kathy White. In 2011, Kathy White was 28 years old. She was a graduate from Howard and she was the CEO of her own PR company. It's alleged that in 2010, Kathy was seen at a Las Vegas nightclub with a friend at Jay-Z and Diddy's table. Jay-Z's wife of 2 years, Miss Beyonce herself, was not in attendance. After this, Kathy began being harassed by the tabloids and the media for months. A lot of these tabloids were alleging that she was Jay-Z's mistress even before him and Beyonce got involved. It is alleged that 2 weeks before her death, she was contacted by a major tabloid. It is alleged that during this conversation, she told the reporter that she would go public with the affair for the right price. Now, on August 28th, 2011, Beyonce announces her first pregnancy. And what do you know, on September 1st, a call comes in to 911 from Kathy's Manhattan apartment. It's alleged she was not feeling well. She was rushed to the hospital where she later passed. Kathy's cause of death was allegedly ruled as blunt force trauma to the head. However, it's alleged that it was later changed to a brain aneurysm. Now, this is where things get interesting. This reporter, Liz Crokin, goes onto Twitter where she talks about how she was the reporter who last spoke to Kathy White. And she points to this tweet right here where she talks about when Kanye West during a performance said that Jay-Z had pew-pews that get rid of people. Y'all can peep the date. She said this in 2017. So for her to point to that tweet and then say, I know everything, I know what you did, is wild. She then makes another tweet where she says it's only a matter of time before Spirit Cooking Jay-Z is exposed like Diddy. I am so interested to know what y'all think about this. Do you think her death was suspicious? Do you think that it was unfortunate timing? I don't know where to put my head regarding this. A lot of the timing seems coincidental.
What do you guys think about that? Let's do one now. She does one about the Kim Porter's mysterious death. So, I wanted to point that out. So she says it was ruled blunt force trauma originally. Okay. So blunt force trauma, and then they changed it to brain aneurysm. So what in the autopsy, what would make them say blunt force trauma? There would have to be some kind of, from what I've learned about blunt force trauma, there would have to be some kind of physical injury on the outside of the body too, right? There's no way they all blunt force trauma. There would be some kind of sign that there was something that hit from the outside. So if it was an aneurysm, how can they mistake an aneurysm for blunt force trauma? Now, maybe the inside looks similar, but there would have to be something for them to say blunt force trauma. Does there not have to be something that they're looking at on the outside that caused the injury to the inside of your brain, right? It makes no freaking sense. That's suspicious to change those two things, to change from blunt force trauma to aneurysm. That's weird. But that shows you, look, it does make you think, because let's say originally they do the autopsy and they're like, oh, blunt force trauma, and then they're going to start thinking homicide, right? And then they get approached by somebody that is powerful and has a lot of money, and it says, hey, no, you change this to aneurysm because, whatever. It's messed up. You don't like who talks and RERG. Hey, Bram Stayer, what's up? What's up? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Wolfpack. Melanie, I can't eat kale anymore. My mom makes this she was making this good kale where she would like crisping it up and like mix it with something. It was so good, but a few months ago when she did it, this was probably like 4 or 5 months ago, I ate it like a couple of times thinking, oh, no big deal. And my blood, because it's really high in vitamin K, and the clinics kept saying like, why is it low? Like for months, we cannot get it back on track. And then it made me realize like we're going over stuff. And I'm like, wait, was that kale? They're like, was that kale? How much kale did you have? Didn't even realize like the association. But yeah, so I can't really have that anymore. Who leaves metaphor, Shorty? Who are you talking about? You guys must be. Are you talking about Jaguar or whatever? Because I don't, and I don't feel like this TikToker's using metaphors at all. So I'm confused what everybody's talking about. I'm gonna play this one though. Oh wait, hold on. Let me share my screen.
All right, y'all wanted to know about Kim Porter's mysterious death, so let's talk about it. Diddy and Kim, who I must say is absolutely freaking beautiful, started dating in 1994 and they had a son, Christian Combs. At the time, Kim and I'll Be Sure had already had Quincy. Kim and Diddy split up in 99 and then they got back together in 2003. In that time period, we know that J-Lo and Diddy dated. However, Kim and Shakir Stewart, who was a Def Jam senior executive, also dated. However, Diddy didn't approve. It's alleged that Diddy ended up confronting Shakir and Kim while they were together. He threw a chair at Shakir, and in the altercation and the fight, Kim ended up having her nose broken. Despite Shakir not going back to work for a few weeks, him and Kim still continued dating, and it is said that allegedly Kim told him a lot of personal information about Diddy. Nobody knows what that information was, but allegedly it was about Diddy's involvement in certain things and additional intimate information about Diddy. Shakir would be found dead in his home with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. After Shakir's death, it said that Kim started writing a tell-all book on Diddy. With that being said, keep in mind, books do tend to take a really long time to write. Kim and Diddy had twins in 2006 and they split up in 2007. Kim went on to Essence magazine to do an interview where she talked about her reasoning for leaving Diddy. She even told Essence that one of her closest friends was pregnant by Diddy around the same time that Kim had been pregnant with Diddy's twins. Kim and Diddy stayed friends. They were good co-parents. She was found dead in 2018. Kim's cause of death was ruled as pneumonia. However, keep in mind, this woman was 47 years old. She had a history of good health. It was rumored that she had finished writing her book at the time. I think Kim's death wouldn't be considered so suspicious if it wasn't for the fact that 3 of her laptops were missing. The police said there was no robbery at her home, so where exactly were the laptops? I'll Be Sure, Quincy's dad and Kim's first baby daddy, did go to Instagram after her death, and he, in a now deleted post, said that he believed Diddy was involved in her death. He also said that he didn't believe it was pneumonia, he believed it was murder. For decades, it's been alleged that Diddy has been abusive to his girlfriends in the past, including Kim Porter, and this was confirmed by one of his past bodyguards. I have a couple videos on this. If you want to go watch them, they're on my page. In another now deleted Instagram post, I'll Be Sure posted a picture that he said Kim sent him of himself, Kim, and Quincy. And in the caption of the Instagram post, he said, Kim was running. I told her to call the FBI. Let me know what y'all think about this. I find it really interesting that there's been a slew of other celebrities that have died of pneumonia. It seems like that's what Hollywood celebrities die of anytime that there's like a suspicious death. But I want to know what y'all think. I want to know like if you think that there's any merit to the idea that she was allegedly murdered. My name is Kim, and I would love it if you followed along so we can talk more pop culture.
So, question, is that true about the laptops? Because that would be suspicious. So I meant to look into that because I didn't hear about it until she said. So supposedly, like, what'd she say? 5 of her laptops, or 3 or 5? I forget what she said. Of the laptops were missing, but there was no robbery. So that's kind of suspicious. If like somebody's trying to hide some information, I don't know. Have you guys heard about the laptops being missing? Kind of weird, but I'm glad I played that because now I'll play that other video where they interview. Oh, actually, I think it's Cassie's friend that they interview. But let's play that. That's from the CBS, I think. Oh wait, did I already? Oh yeah, that's the one I already played. Hold on one second, guys.
Says Nakai Carrero is showing us where Diddy has been. After his homes were raided in sex acts, he did not want Nakai Carrero's.
I already played that one. Footage of the raid. Oh, did you guys see this real quick though? I should have played this one first. This came out on I saw it on page 6 or whatever, but now I see, I think TMZ has it out, but I don't know who the original was of this. But it's and I don't know why it's in fast motion. But look, it's the raid of his house. It's real fast. I was thinking about editing it and slowing it down because they have it sped up. This is the one I wanted to play first. I forgot about it. You see him take his sons, or his son watch. Well, you see both of them actually. Have you guys seen this? I saw this when it was first. Well, at least page 6 it was only up for 15 minutes yesterday, and I was gonna I wanted to go live yesterday, but I just didn't have everything together. But I don't know if they were the first ones to put it out or not. Maybe somebody else had it, but look, that's his son. Since there's Justin, his other son. And then that Prince or whatever the other one was right there. Or what's his name? He's the one that has, like, he's a rapper, right? They're probably scared, but hey, man, they're freaking breaking laws. I mean, they're doing stuff illegal. What do you expect? I mean, real illegal. They're hurting people's lives, dude. Like, by drugging people against their will. And I mean, it's just, I don't feel bad for them because of that. I don't. I mean, that's sick what they're doing. Okay, so here's the one I wanted to play. So here's a video. It's on NBC News. It's Cassie's friend speaks out about stuff.
Has faced 4 different lawsuits in recent weeks alleging sexual assault and
rewind
music
it. Okay.
mogul and rapper Sean Diddy Combs has faced 4 different lawsuits in recent weeks alleging sexual assault and abuse, all of which he has denied. The first of those came from singer Cassie Ventura, known as Cassie, who accused Combs of sexual abuse and sex trafficking during the decade they were together. NBC's entertainment correspondent Chloe Malas spoke exclusively to a longtime friend of Cassie's who said she witnessed some troubling incidents. Chloe?
Good evening, Ellison. Singer-songwriter, activist Tiffany Red had been working with Cassie on an album when she first met Diddy and says that she witnessed him verbally abusing her friend. Following Cassie's settlement with Diddy, Red penned an open letter in Rolling Stone about her experience. She spoke to me about the events that she says traumatized her.
I don't think people understand what it's like to be traumatized by somebody famous and rich, because you can't get away from them.
Tiffany Red has written for the likes of Zendaya, Jason Derulo, and Jennifer Hudson. In 2015, she became friends with Cassie while writing songs for her album. At that point, Cassie and Diddy had been together for nearly 8 years. In a lawsuit Cassie filed last month, she detailed the abuse she says Diddy committed, including physical assault. Red says although she did not know about the alleged physical assault while working with Cassie, she did witness verbal abuse on more than one occasion, one of which took place during Cassie's 29th birthday in 2015. Red says Diddy showed up at karaoke, where Cassie and a group of friends were celebrating.
So he had her back into the corner, and he was like cussing her out with his hand in her face.
Later that night, Red, who was staying at Cassie's home, says she awoke to screaming.
He's standing in the living room area, and she's there, and he was like, emotional singing, there you are. And I just was like, oh, he's talking to me. And I remember, I don't know if you know what his voice sounds like, but I felt like I was in the presence of his monster inside. And I remember looking in his eyes, and I said to him, what did y'all do? Because I could see that she was really sedated. That was the first time I ever seen her high before. And then he says, tell your girl she wants some birthday. And we were like, well, I mean, he's saying this to me, and I'm like, well, she doesn't have to have sex with you if she doesn't want to. He was upset. I guess that she didn't want to do with him whatever he wanted. I don't know. I don't feel like I could advocate for myself in that moment. I realized oh, this guy is dangerous.
Red says it was only a few months ago that Cassie told her what was really going on that night in 2015, that it all stemmed from the music executive wanting her to take part in what he called a freak-off against her will.
What did Cassie tell you about these freak-offs? That he would hire these sex workers, and they would have sex with her or whatever, and he would watch and tell them what to do.
In her lawsuit, Cassie alleges she was forced to participate in freak-offs throughout her relationship with Diddy. Red learning recently one horrific detail from Cassie.
She told me the only time he was willing to do anything or work on her music, go through any plans, any of that, was when she had a freak off. So all of our music, all my work, to find out that I spent all these years writing these songs for him to rape my friend to, is
That's
just
horrible.
Disgusting.
In the lawsuit, Cassie detailed the physical abuse she says Diddy committed, including an instance where she was put in a hotel room for days to heal. Red says Cassie recently told her about Diddy giving her a black eye before the premiere of her 2016 film, The Perfect Match.
I remember one time her telling me that, I think it might have been The Perfect Match, that movie that she was in, and she told me that she had a black eye under her makeup.
Do you believe Diddy is a dangerous person?
Yes, I do.
Why?
I mean, look at his rap sheet.
An attorney for Cassie declined to comment. Diddy's attorney did not respond. In 2015, Diddy was arrested on 3 counts of assault with a deadly weapon and other charges for allegedly beating up his son's football coach. Prosecutors declined to file felony charges related to that arrest.
Thinks he could just get away with everything. You know, he just thinks he could just do whatever he freaking wants because of it. And it just makes me sick. And I'm glad his time is coming. I'm so glad that he didn't just get away with it his whole life. I'm glad he has to feel the wrath of like what he's done, and that his power and money is not gonna take him any further. I hope. Watch him like get away. Watch them not charge him with anything, and he just gets away with it. I will be so freaking mad. He could just buy off everybody. Everybody else is like, he could just pay, like, watch him just pay off Rodney Jones and just anybody else that sues him, and he doesn't get any legal, like, criminal stuff. That would be bullcrap, dude. Do you think there's a chance he will? And thank you, Hope, for joining, and thank you so much. I hope not. I hope not. And I hope some other people. I think there's a good chance that Jay-Z's not going to get anything out of it, because I mean, right now, this is just, people have been talking about all this for years and nothing's happened. So right now it's just Puff Daddy. But here's the thing though, if he goes down, he may actually take people down with him. He's the type that would. I just don't think it's happening yet, because I think he's still waiting and they're still investigating, and it's going to be to the point where they're going to arrest him and have a charge. Then he, because right now he's going to try to be like, no, I didn't do nothing. And then to the point where he knows he's getting arrested, then he might start talking. And I don't know though. I could see him throwing everybody under the bus. I can. He's that type of person, allegedly, or in my opinion, he seems like that type of person. His poor victims, poor Cassie, poor Kim, poor probably thousands of other people that he's done so much harm to.
After Cassie filed her lawsuit, she and Diddy announced that they had reached an undisclosed settlement. Combs released a statement saying, "We have decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Cassie and her family all the best." His lawyer adding that the settlement was, quote, "in no way an admission of wrongdoing."
I mean, I just feel like it's PR. He's settled because he doesn't want to go to court.
Diddy's music career spans 3 decades, including 3 Grammy Awards and the creation of Bad Boy Records, representing artists from Mary J. Blige to the late Notorious B.I.G. In September, he was awarded MTV's Global Icon Award. But since the allegations surfaced, Hulu scrapped a reality series about his family, and the Recording Academy said they are considering to rescind his invite to this year's Grammys.
I think a lot of people, especially in the Black community, are, I've seen the narrative of like, they just trying to take a Black man down. And it's just like, that's not what this is about. That's not what this is about. This is about accountability and a reckoning. Like, that's just the bottom line.
As for what justice looks like,
I think justice looks like Diddy being behind bars. And I also think that justice looks like everybody getting retribution for all of the things. The amount of therapy, like I just said, all of the moments, the time, like these are our careers.
And Chloe is back with us now. You hear her saying justice looks like Diddy behind bars. Is there a possibility that could still happen? Where does the criminal case stand?
So Cassie filed her federal civil suit here in New York, and the NYPD has come out and said that there is no investigation into Diddy right now. Now, that doesn't mean that the district attorney of Manhattan isn't looking into something, or perhaps investigations going on behind the scenes, but publicly, on the record, no such investigation has been confirmed. And also, there have been other lawsuits of some women coming forward with other similar accusations and allegations. And who knows if others might come forward as well. Remember, the adult survivor.
Because this is from This is from December 21st, 2023, just this past December. So that's why she's saying, because this is before the raid. So this video.
Survivors Act is set to expire at the end of this month in the state of California. And we know that Diddy, that is where he has primarily resided. So you never know if others might come forward between now and the new year.
And you spent so much time talking with Tiffany, and you can tell, even watching that back, not being in the room with her, that she has been so deeply impacted by what she says she witnessed. She has been able to sort of take this and turn it in a way, right? Can you explain that?
So she calls herself an activist, right? She's not just a singer, songwriter who's worked with so many stars, like I mentioned, Zendaya, Jason Derulo, Cassie. You know, she is somebody that has started an organization called the 100 Percenters. And that's, she says, comes from the fact that she always gives 100%. And this is about advocating for equal pay and fair rights for those who are both artists and writers and music producers, and helping also get them out of archaic music contracts. So she has turned her tragedy and her trauma into something positive, but she said that speaking out to NBC News, speaking out to us, has helped her heal. And she also wants to stand up for her friend Cassie and validate what's in that lawsuit.
Amazing.
Okay, so yeah, these poor people. I just am so afraid to even go to the law, like even afraid to like report it. Ugh. And I'm so glad now that they feel like they can. And I think more people aren't going to feel safe until he's arrested to actually, you know, come out. I mean, some people have, but I think it'll be, if he's arrested, I think a lot more people will feel more safe. Because remember, he still has, I mean, they think there's a possibility he still has stuff on all of them. They don't know what he did with that. You know, what did he do with all that, all the videos and stuff? I don't think he just trashed them, because that's power and that's where he has leverage over everybody with all the blackmail and stuff. So, yeah, he may have got rid of them off his property, but I'm sure, where did he take it? Hopefully he didn't get rid of all of them. Hopefully there's some evidence that he didn't get rid of that they could find. I hope he wasn't that thorough. What do you guys think? Do you think he was real thorough? All right, let's watch. Oh, here's a Tupac interview on Twitter.
Bad Boy with Puffy, that's like me going to a playground and picking on a little kid. Right. That's like me being mad at my little brother because he getting cash now. I'm not mad at that. I'm just mad at my little brother when he don't respect me. Yeah. Now, when you don't respect me, I'm gonna spank your ass. I don't give a fuck how rich you got on the block. I'm your big brother. I will break your big ass down. And that's my only point. And I feel as though you wronged me. You got out of hand and you wronged me. You got seduced by the power, not because it's an evil person, but because money is evil. If it's not handled right, if you lose your composure, you can do anything. And fear got stronger than love. And niggas did things that they know they weren't supposed to do. They know in their heart. That's why they get held now. Right. They can't sleep. That's why they telling all the reporters and all the people, why they doing this? They fucking up hip-hop, because they ain't hell. They can't make money. They can't go anywhere. They can't look at themselves because they know the prodigal son has returned. I'm alive. The ghost is walking around. You know what I mean? And I'm alive talking. In jail, I didn't talk. I made peace. Now, everybody thinks that I disrespected or I love my East Coast fans. I'm from there. I'm eating New York pizza. I drive New York Jeeps. Want to hear New York. But I'm saying, let's keep it real for a second. If you have the love of music that you are, study. Go back and study. Study how Party and Bullshit was me before I met Biggie. You don't hear my style in this rap. Study how after I met Biggie, Ready to Die come out, his whole style changed. Study. Study why I would be mad. Study why I would be mad when half of the major New York rappers, or they managers, or they agents, or they somebody was there when I got shot. And nobody could give me no information. Just study that. Study how when Wu-Tang got their chain snatched at 6'6" Dupes, I not only found who did it, but gave them the message that if they want to see the niggas that did it, they can see them. Man to man. Just you and them. No guns, no nothing. If you feel like that. That's all I ask for. That's all I ask for. If you're going to act like you a gangster or a G or the king of New York, I'm going to expect that. And when you don't come through, then I'm going to crush your empire. And that's what it's time for.
So do you think Puffy was involved in the shooting?
Only they can answer that question. Right. I have my own opinion, but I wouldn't slander their name like they did mine. Right. I wouldn't say things that I knew. You know what I mean? I believe so. I do believe so. I have proof things that I can say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about. You know what I mean? It's between me and him, and only he knows.
So every time we say it didn't happen, that's the only thing that makes this become an issue to everybody. Because you see what I said in the vibe article. I basically bowed out. It was going to go ahead about my life. The next issue, no, that wasn't even the next issue because them cowards waited about.
I think it cut.
He said, when people ask him if he's beefing with Bad Boy, with Puffy, he says, like, me going to a playground and picking on a little kid. Right. That's like me being mad at my little brother because he getting cash now. No, I'm not mad at that. I'm just mad at my little brother when he don't respect me. Now, when you don't.
Yeah, so that was the beginning of it. Yeah, the girl that got shot in the club, we actually watched some of that interview with her last live. I think I might have more of her somewhere, but we did watch some of it last live, actually. Psycho X. All right, so we watched that. Hold on, I have more. Let's do. I already did that one. Oh, look at. So 50 Cent is just like posting like crazy on, I don't know, like crazy, but on Twitter. So, or X, whatever it is. But some of them kind of make me laugh. So he's like, I really don't know why people get me started. It never ends well. That's a picture, but right here. Wait, this one says, I own my brands. I wouldn't be an ambassador for Ciroc. I haven't seen anybody drinking that lately. It's over, LOL. Looking to replace Diddy with 50 Cent as brand ambassador. So he's basically commenting on that. Ciroc Vodka wants 50 Cent to replace Diddy as brand leader. And then he posted this. It says, I can't believe it's so much of this, LOL. It says, this Diddy never hit anything. This isn't aging well. It's a part of it. I don't even know what movie this is from.
Dirty Mind.
You
ever been mind fucked before? I don't think so. I'm mind fucking you right now. You are? Can you feel my dick fucking your mind? I can't really feel anything. See, that's it. That's the art of it. I'm mind fucking the shit out of you. Hope you're wearing a condom, because I have a dirty mind. You ever been mind fucked before?
Oh, that's kind of funny.
think
Okay. It says DC was lit last night. Barb Madness in full effect. So here is this. I think he's a comedian. It says, you said I choose violence. He chooses violence. LOL.
I got tired of the media trying to smear this great city. They're saying you're a bunch of fucking criminals, drug addicts, and pedophiles. That is not the whole city. That is a very small, specific section of the city. It's called Diddy's house. That is, listen.
It is a good one.
If Diddy go to jail, what's the over-under? Someone asked Shohei Ohtani. I know he got the... Those Japanese love gambling, bro. Or I believe they call it driving. But whatever, man. Listen, this is the only reason I think he might be guilty. Every celebrity in LA has had their home robbed except Diddy. And I thought about it, it's like, bro, robbing Diddy is terrifying, because what if he's there? You break down the door, he's butt naked on the couch. Meek Mill sitting on his lap, just petting him like a Maltese cat. Meek Mill crying, oh no, wait a minute, I thought you was finished. Niggas like, can't stop, won't stop. You try to run out, you run out, the door is locked. You turn around, all of a sudden you hear, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. I can't be stopped now. It's your asshole tonight.
He's funny. Yeah. Oh, it's music. P. Diddy, yo, I'm not gonna front. Nicki got all the threw my jacket at little S workers. He keeps making jokes about the S workers because his baby mama, the mother of his kid was listed as one. And then these are all old ones that we are not old, but we already went through them last live. All right, so let's bring up a couple more videos. I'll play the rest of these videos. Okay, let's see what this one is. I forget what ones are because these are some of the ones I had from like last week.
This is what happens when you love money more than God.
World-renowned Dallas pastor T.D. Jakes is named in a federal lawsuit against musician Sean Diddy Combs.
It's all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. T.D. Jakes, any of them, all lies will be exposed. That's all.
The worst that could happen if everything was true, all I got to do is repent sincerely from my heart.
I don't think so. Right after Prince Harry, we see the name of Bishop T.D. Jakes, who was one of the celebrities in this lawsuit being filed against Diddy, and the allegations are outrageous.
Filed by a producer that worked with Combs, it discusses how the singer planned to leverage his relationship with the bishop to soften the impact on his public image of Casey Ventura's lawsuit.
As a Christian, your name does not belong in that group. As a Christian, not even your picture should be taken with that person in any kind of friendly setting whatsoever.
Happy birthday to you, beloved man.
The Bible says in 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10, "For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows."
People who don't like money don't like resources, because everything that's ever going to come to you is going to come to a person.
So they said, yeah, he probably linked up with him to, I think it wasn't after. Was it after the Cassie Ventura one? Because they said it was like to make his image, to make him look better, but it's not working. What's this one? It's getting hot up in here.
Hello? What is going on?
What's this? I don't remember some of these.
Hello? What is going on?
What? He says he's the man. Oh, yeah. No, this is important, actually. So supposedly, remember the pictures that's supposed to be Stevie J or whatever that was in Rodney Jones's lawsuit? It's supposed to be where Puff Daddy showed Rodney Jones these screenshots of, and it's supposed to be Stevie J having sex with another guy. Well, supposedly this P-star, D'Angelo, actually said that it was him in those pictures in that video, and it's not Stevie J. So I don't know. I mean, here's the thing though. Could they have paid off this porn star guy hey, because he doesn't care. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't care if, hey, I'll pay you freaking $1 million to say that was you. Could he have? Yeah. I mean, I don't put it past anybody now. Money talks, man. So I don't know. I mean, I do believe that this D'Angelo probably did come out and say that, but all we see these blurry screenshots. I can't tell. I mean, I don't think anybody could tell if it's him or D'Angelo, right? What do you guys think about that? Have you guys seen that? Shorty. Oh, that's funny. It was. But has anybody heard about that? About it not being Stevie J and it's being this porn star guy? I don't know. There's articles about it, so I'm not sure. Like I said, yeah, maybe he really said that, but I could see them paying him off to pretend. But I mean, they do really have supposedly somebody has the video, unless if they know that the video doesn't exist anymore and it's trash. No, I think they said, didn't they say Rodney? Did Rodney Jones have the video or just the screenshots? Because, like I said, the screenshots are blurry. So I mean, it'd be hard to prove that it's Stevie J, especially if somebody else comes out and says, no, it was me. And the guy kind of looks like him too,
Result of being around that man, Sean Puffy Combs, I don't sleep to this day.
Usher.
I have a problem sleeping to this day. Like, yo, man, I'm here to work, man. I ain't sang in a week. I mean, I'm 13 years old, and I'm telling him, look, you're going to put me in the studio, man. You got Biggie Smalls in there. You got Craig Mack in there. I'm not here to party with you. I don't want to go to the clubs. Matter of fact, I'm too young to even be in here. Why you got me in clubs? We would fight. We would tussle.
Back in the days when he
Result of being around that.
It's almost like it's hard to stay mad at Usher, even though like I lost respect for him, even though it's not like I was a big Usher fan. I just like watching Usher dance. He was a good dancer. But you know, he was young. He was 10 years old when he started hanging out with Puff Daddy. So it's like, how much do we blame him? I mean, I almost feel bad for him because he was like molded into this person. And I mean, unless if I hear some things where Usher was RN people, has anything came out about Usher like RN and SAN people? Or is it just that he was like P. Diddy's little boy toy, you know? I don't know. Did Usher treat people like crap and like, was he doing illegal stuff as far as like to people? I don't know. I'm sure it'll come out. Do you guys know? Yeah, he was groomed. So it's almost like it's hard to, it's almost like you want to feel bad for Usher because he was 10 years old when he started hanging out with this bad influence. And this guy has all this power and, money and he holds like the key to his success in the music industry. I mean, think about it. So, and you're young and you want that. It's, it's sad because a lot of these young ones, it's the same thing happened. So, I know I don't either. I don't trust him either, but I mean, I'm just saying a part of me feels a little bit bad for Usher, but I don't know. He doesn't really mean anything to me. I mean, I never was like a Usher fan or anything. So let's see what this is. I know. I wish too.
Sex
I wish
trafficking
too.
investigation, similar to Jeffrey Epstein's, they say. Diddy was seen swinging clubs at a Top Golf in Miami with his daughters. He may look relaxed, but behind the scenes, there's panic. TMZ reporting tonight that the federal case against him is expanding as prosecutors from the Southern District of New York have been dishing out subpoenas to multiple corporations tied to the mogul, like cell phone providers and computer companies. At the same time, Diddy's been unloading his assets. The timing, not coincidental. Selling off his stake in Revolt TV and returning music rights from Bad Boy Records. TMZ reporting the Fed slapping subpoenas on Diddy's charter jets. Now, sources say even commercial airlines will be subpoenaed, possibly the FAA, as investigators look for anyone who flew on Diddy's dime.
Diddy's dime. I don't know. Why does it sound funny?
Me and Diddy son's girlfriend. Come on, homie. I his son's girlfriend. Oh, he a sick motherfucker, homie. The Bible describes evil people being in high places like Puff Daddy. Evil don't exist down here. It exists up here.
Papa Pilot.
It lurks down here, but it exists up here. And where all of us down here trying to go? Up there with evil.
Right.
Almost everything up here is evil. Jay-Z, Tyler Perry, you can't get up here if you ain't evil, my niggas. It's a glass ceiling for those that's not evil. You can only go that high if you evil.
Very true. Very true. Well, 1 second. Okay. What did we just watch this? Let's see what this is.
Grammy that goes to
Chris Brown.
So I guess this person's like, Chris Brown has never won a Grammy. So remember when they had those people redacted names? And I guess this person's probably replying to people saying, no, that can't be Chris Brown. He never won a Grammy. And so they're like replying like, yeah, he did. Look, Chris Brown has never won a Grammy. Get your facts right before name drops. So yeah, he did. Screw him, though. He's a bad person. Look what he did to Rihanna, and he's like a woman abuser, too. I have no use for these people. I have no use for him. I'm sorry. What he did to Rihanna and probably many other people. I mean, you do it once, he's probably paid off so many people and abused so many people, allegedly. I don't know. I'm guessing. Probably. Once somebody does it once that bad, I just don't see him changing, especially hanging around these people, having a bunch of money, power, success, using that to do whatever you want. Sick.
Something ain't right, y'all.
It's nothing like fellowshipping, So we see each other around, but we don't get it. Usher, how you been, man? I've been seeing you so long. How much did we drink?
Hey, Nick. Hey, Diddy, he gone.
He don't even know what's going on. You trying to say something, Usher?
I'm trying to say something.
What do you want to say?
I don't know if I should, but I'm trying.
Well, we drank a little bit. You drank a lot.
Because you drank that whole can of beer. Yeah, you drank that beer. You drank 2 shots of tequila.
Yeah, right.
You drank
Fired
1 Caipira.
Let me say it fired up. Yeah. That's your group, right? Fired up.
I like this.
Your forehead is sweating like Uncle Leroy at the dinner table.
It's hot as hell.
It ain't that hot.
Much more sauce? Everyone at this table.
Wow. Okay. If I could only eat one food for the rest of my life, my favorite thing to eat. Oh, yeah.
I can't with y'all.
No, I'm saying I like fish.
You leave it open. You can have caviar, fish. You can have bones, stock, clams, oysters, mussels.
Seafood.
Yeah, there you go.
Got it.
You have to do a big category.
I see it, I eat it. There you go.
See, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, Martha.
Yeah, I don't know. Watching that make it's not right. This is him and 50 Cent. He did and 50 Cent.
Get your hand out my pocket, man. Get your hand out my pocket. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing on the channel. Get your hand out my pocket, man. Look at me when I'm talking to you. I see, yo. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, man. I see what you're doing. Nah, look at me, man. I see what you're doing, man. Yeah, you're gonna make me. Okay, I'm telling you right now. On I Want to Work with Diddy, I'm gonna physically put my hands on somebody for the ratings because he's not gonna outdo me. I'm gonna physically. I'm gonna go to Central Booking. Yeah. I'm used to it. I know what it is. But get your hand on my pocket. Get off my channel, boy.
This is what I gotta deal with, right?
And this is my friend.
Now, Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said,
let me read it. Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner Thieves in theaters January.
Do you guys think? Okay, so the whole thing with 50 Cent and now the mother of his kid, now she's reporting like abuse and stuff. I mean, do you guys think, because they're trying to get custody of the kid, like he's trying to get custody, she's trying to get custody, he's trying to get it away from her, I think, because she has it, right? And he's trying to say because she was listed in this charge, this case with Rodney Jones as being an S worker, right? So, and then she files something back saying that he, she say he R'd her and abused her and stuff. So, like, R'd So what do you believe? I don't even know what to believe with that whole thing. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that it's like more, they're like, it's like a personal thing, or do you think he really did it to her? I don't know. I don't know what to believe. Sometimes like things get messy when it comes to custody and stuff. I don't really know enough about it. I mean, I know he's like almost like rivals with Diddy now. Like he's always talking crap about him, it looks like, from what I'm finding. Oh, this is like dubbed over. Okay, listen, this is Hillary and Puff Daddy, but somebody like dubbed it over with like a different audio. It's not really them talking. Listen. It's funny, kind of.
I just want to know, Hillary, when they finally arrest me with all the pedophile shit I do, how does a brother survive jail without being Epsteined?
Well, since you have a lot of shit on us, we're probably going to get you Epsteined as soon as you go to sleep. But hey, at least you won't have to shower, am I right? So anyway, enjoy your last meal, Puffy.
Why is that funny? Oh my god. Oh, here's him and Obama. Oh,
When you want to be the president of the United States, you call your man, call MTV. We're going to give you a platform. We're going to give you a way to speak because you on to something, kid. Well, you on to something. You making sense to me. You got me. I am franchised. I'm not disenfranchised no more. And we're going to keep it nonpartisan, but we got to applaud when somebody's making sense, because we've been all around, all over, speaking to politicians, and this is what we call real talk. This is what peace. Now y'all understand why we vote. We're gonna edit everybody else ass out and just run his. Yeah, there you go.
Y'all. Thank you. And I just want to say how much I appreciate Puff Daddy for doing the kinds of work that he's doing, because he doesn't have to do this. But this is part of what is important about giving back.
We applaud you, and I want to apologize for not sweating, but I do this so much. I'm so cool. I just want y'all to see everybody I'm interviewing is sweating. I'm not even touching my brow. I'm so cool, and I want to apologize. I ain't trying to make you look bad or nothing like that, but I'm just so cool. We
T-shirt. I tell you, if he was wearing one of those fancy designer clothes he's designing, he'd be sweating just like me.
The guy's good.
All right. All right. What else do I have? Oh, that one about I don't know, the underground tunnels under the Playboy Mansion, like were like different like celebrities or whatever, they would get into the mansion like through the tunnels, and now supposedly the tunnels, they think they could have went under where Puffy lived, because Puffy lived close to the mansion.
Prints that they found a few.
You and Jack Nicholson had your own.
I'm gonna skip over that because I don't know about. I feel like here.
Playboy.com staff members released some blueprints that they found a few years ago that show underneath the Playboy Mansion is a series.
Why does it keep going? Wait, why does it keep doing that?
The Playboy Mansion is a series of tunnels that were constructed to link Hugh Hefner's world-famous domicile to the homes of Jack Nicholson, James Caan, Kirk Douglas, and Warren Beatty. The blueprints, which show that the construction project was built in the 70s and 80s, were discovered in the Playboy archives by staff writers looking for a juicy story, kept under wraps for so many years. Everyone knows Nicholson and company were up to no good back in the day. They were the bad boys of Tinseltown and lived a free and loose life. It's fascinating to think what those tunnels might have been used for.
Okay. I'm still been so itchy, like I don't know if it's allergies
stories
or
are surfacing about Sean Diddy Combs in the aftermath of those massive raids at his coast-to-coast mansions. Former TV host Tanika Ray, who was once a Diddy backup dancer, hinted she knows a lot.
We all have stories.
Oh, this is that one
Seriously,
I put
we
the
all
other
have
day.
stories.
All right, Jen, let
Mine
me
is
see what you
horrific, and
TikTok
only
you
5
sent
people
me.
know it.
Music writer Teray told MSNBC anchor Joy Reid an unsettling story about a relative who once interned for the music mogul.
Years later,
they
Oh
finally came out, and this a male,
Yeah.
and said that Puff had said, "Come home, stay the night with me, or the internship is over." And they said, "Absolutely not." He said, "Absolutely not," and the internship ended.
The raids
Wow.
also triggered intense emotion from this woman. Natanya Rubin tells News Nation that it was Diddy who shot her in the face during an infamous nightclub shooting back in 1999.
I was shot in my face.
Diddy was with then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez when he got into an argument with another man.
I looked straight forward ahead and I watched the muzzle flash from both of their guns and I felt the impact to my face instantly.
Wow.
There's no doubt in my mind who shot me.
Diddy and J-Lo were both arrested in connection with the shooting, but no charges were ever filed. The investigation into sex crimes and trafficking allegations against the rapper is being compared to the probe that brought down singer R. Kelly. Lawyer Nadia Shahada led the federal prosecution of Kelly.
The R. Kelly case, I think, provides a good roadmap for prosecutors to use to consider the types of charges they can bring and also the evidence that will prove them, the types of witnesses that a jury will find compelling.
Combs did not return our calls for comment, but has previously denied all allegations of wrongdoing.
Okay, so I am so itchy, guys. I still, remember I was telling you about my knees. I still don't know. But oh my God, last night I was laying in bed and my head was itching so freaking bad. But I think it's like the shampoo I used or something because it's all my body's like itching too. So that'd be the soap. I don't know. Like everything's itching, but my head is included. But I'm not convinced it's that. Because why would like my body be itching? And then it's like, it almost like itches like, it doesn't feel like it's that. Like, it doesn't feel like something's crawling on me. You know what I'm saying? It feels different, like a different kind of itch. But anyway, I'm so hot though. I can't wait to take a shower a little bit later. I'm going to eat dinner. I'm going to finish these videos. Then I'm going to eat dinner, take a shower, and then maybe I'll do the Paul testimony video. I want to watch it with you guys. I didn't forget about that. I just, like I said, I had a busy weekend and, with family too and stuff. Okay, so here's a video. They're at a party, I think. He's there somewhere. Jay-Z. What's that guy's name? Oh, I actually know him. Oh, that's that Khaled, DJ Khaled, right? And then this one. What's his name, guys? Was that Justin? Wait, was that Justin and then Prince or whatever his other son? Or no? Hold on. No, hold on. Let me see. Is that Puff Daddy's one son or no? But is the other here? Is this one Justin? I know what they look like, but since it goes so quick, it's hard to tell. Right there, is that Justin? Oh, maybe not. No, I don't think that is.
What's happening to IG? Say what's up to IG. The live is live on Instagram. I mean, like, you can't like that up. Don't like that up.
Yeah, maybe it might have been. I don't know.
Hey, they called it the winner circle. They said it the winner circle.
I mean, yeah, but Jules, it knocks me out. Look, that was Jay-Z right there, right? Wasn't that Jay-Z? Isn't Jay-Z standing back there? Yeah, right there. Isn't that? I think. There's a ton of people.
Oh, we live.
No,
these niggas see the shade. The young niggas don't know about the shade, though.
I don't even know who that is.
That's an international international. That's an international play. Mark. These niggas don't know about the J. They don't know about the Brooklyn shit.
T.I., yes, T.I., that's him, right? It's where Puff Daddy comes in this in a minute. That's why I have it. Wait, that was him right up there, huh?
I got a cover 2018 in XXL. You know, only reason I respected it because my son got to see it. Like, you know what I mean? My son gonna be like, damn, he was on the magazine cover. He missed all my good years. You know what I mean? You still got good years, baby. We still doing it. I took my son to Dapper Dan yesterday. You know what I mean? He don't even get it right now. When he get older, he going.
There he is, that sick.
Got my other that bad boy weekend is coming in June, and you know I'm not doing it alone. We can have a game with that bad boy hustle game. I can't wait. I can't wait. Everything's free. Fuck that. Showing that. Everybody come for fucking up some money. Yeah. Fucking up some money. Yeah, man. And he gon' help. Yeah. All right, man. That's enough for y'all. I'm gone. I heard you in the studio.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess there's really not much in there. I just found it because Puff Daddy was in there. Let's see what this one is. This is somebody.
Stop. Then he was like, yo, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it, like we could just hang out, nigga, we gotta kick it. This is Puff. Okay. He telling me we gotta kick it and shit, and he's like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean,
Gotta be something different in this because I played this.
I got the fuck away from him because I was like, this nigga like the fucking way. This nigga just tell me he take me shopping. And this is shit that goes on. So there's a little fruit pie.
Or he must say this in a lot of different places.
Weird pictures and shit like that out there, sitting out there for no reason. If you don't see accident pictures, it'll be like kissing niggas. Like that doesn't happen by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Look, later you gonna find out a little shit that I'll be saying.
Yeah, we're finding out.
Man, listen, I'm trying to tell you the truth. But the truth, sometimes it hurts. Right. It hurts people and they don't want to hear that shit. But I'm trying to tell you, nigga asked me, could he take me shopping? And it fucked me up because I'm looking like, what? This nigga just like, I want to take you shopping. I got a bankroll out this motherfucker. I want to take you shopping. Why? Because when you walk around looking so motherfucking good, I want to feel like, God damn it, that motherfucker with me.
See, I wonder if.
That's all I want.
If he was able to kind of feel out
what's the matter with this nigga?
Who he could do it to, you know? Because I'm sure, like with him, he's throwing out a little bit hints like this to see if he's gonna take the bait. Okay, is this somebody I could expose myself and whatever. And there's probably certain people that he wasn't able, and he could just tell that he wasn't able to. So he probably got close with 50 Cent to kind of like saying things and, but not fully going all the way to expose himself, I'm guessing. But I wonder if he screwed up with some people. But yeah, he does, because what happens, I think, when he does screw up and he messes with the wrong person, this person's like, no, stay away, then he blackmails him. He probably makes sure before he goes on with it full force that he has something on them. That's right, that's what he does. It's messed up.
Everybody gonna want to be at Chris Lady wedding right now. Everybody gonna be like, yo, I was there. Well, and I'm bugging because look, while they were sitting there at the wedding, like I'm like this, look, because they both hit. Right. Both Stout and Puff. Okay, yes, they fucked the Veronica, the girl that Chris was married.
Whoa, this is awkward. We did not know that.
So I'm sitting there like,
Wait.
He's talking about Chris Brown?
Oh man, goddamn.
Wait. So he's saying two other people are with the girl that Chris is marrying. What was the name of that person that Chris married, Chris Brown? Was that Veronica, or is he talking about a different Chris? Hold on. Now I want to look that up. Because he had like kids with somebody and married somebody. I don't know if he's still married, but I want to see what her name was. Does anybody know offhand? Because I want to know. I'm sure there's more than one Chris in their group, so I don't know which Chris he was talking about. Hold on, let me see. Chris Brown, wife, or I think he's still actually married, isn't he, to one of them? Let me see. No, that's not Veronica. Who's Veronica then? Was he married more than once? You guys know? Who's another? Yeah, if I look down Chris Brown's, look, if you look at his girlfriends, none of them are Veronica. There's a list. So I don't know. I guess it's a different Chris. All right, let me see what else I have. We did the Ashton Kutcher. 50 Cent, we did that. Wait, we already heard. Yeah. Okay, I think it's time. We're going to get eat. And actually, I think I actually did go over. Oh, wait. There's one more, actually. Hold on. Jen, you sent me the email for the last one. That's what we'll listen to that. There was a TikTok with Mike Tyson you just sent me. Let's watch that one. Hold on. And then I'm probably going to end it for till later. I might come back and do a live later. We'll do the Paul testimony live. I'm going to eat dinner, maybe take a shower, cool down, because I am hot. Thank you for joining, Detective Rachel McCray. Are you detective? Is that what DET stands for your in your name? Detective Rachel McCray? Oh, Soul, what's up? But anyway, thank you, Detective Rachel McCray. Joining, welcome to the family. You are a member now. I'm going to try to start doing, more member stuff. I've already done 2 in the last month, which is good because, I didn't do any for a while before that. Actually, I did 3 because I did a little Zeke video, but I have the old stuff. You guys, when you guys join, you could watch all of my member stuff, but I'm just saying in the last month, I did a members live, the video I just did today with the calls, and then, a little Zeke video. But I have some old Zeke videos from members lives from like this past year. But let me play one more TikTok. Thank you, Soul, for gifting. How are you? You made it. You made it. All right, Jen, let me find your email. I haven't watched that one you sent me. I just pulled it up on my phone real quick to see. It was Mike Tyson and Puff Daddy, it looks like. That should be a good one. All right, let's play this. You guys know that Mike Tyson's fighting Jake Paul in July? Mike Tyson is boxing Jake Paul in July. Yeah, dude. Oh my God, my hair is all frizzy. So it's been raining for like the last 3 days on and off. Like last night it rained all freaking night hard, and then the night before it rained all night. It's been crazy. I don't know if it's gonna rain today, but I think it's because like humid and hot now because it's not even really that hot out, but it's like humid. All right, last one, guys. Hold on, let me bring it up. It's a TikTok, right? Yeah, TikTok. All right, let me share my screen.
It truly is about the Benjamin, as we see. Oh, yes, he's literally. It truly is about the Benjamin.
Well, now when we come back, we're gonna talk more with Puffy, and if you want to hang out, more than welcome to stick around, my brother. All right,
Moved
we'll
his
be right back with more right after this.
I gotta watch that again. He moved his hand. Like he's like, ew, like to get a he know because he probably has heard rumor. He probably knows what's going on. Look.
Oh yes, he's glittering.
He's like, get away from me. I love that.
It truly is about the Benjamin, as we see. Oh yes, he's glittering.
Ew, he's like,
Well, now when we come back, we're gonna talk
I know he's
more with
looking at
Puffy,
his
and if you
jewelry,
wanna
I
hang
think,
out,
but
more than
he
welcome
didn't
to
feel
stick around, my brother.
comfortable.
All right, we'll be right back with more right after this.
I don't know. Wait, was a part of that because they were talking about truly about the Benjamin and because his like bracelet or whatever or watch or whatever he had on? But it looked more like he was like he didn't want him close to him.
About the Benjamin, as we see. Oh yes, he's glittering.
But then he's like moving away from him. Oh, I hate when that pops up.
It truly is about the Benjamin, as we see. Oh yes, he's glittering.
It's like, ugh.
Well, now when we come back, we're gonna talk more with Puffy, and if you want to hang out, more than welcome to stick around, my brother. All right, we'll be right back with more right after this.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of talk, you know, even before any of the public knew in the circle, and they probably all knew what about him, at least rumors, you know, and some of them knew from firsthand, I'm sure. And nobody else sent me anything to play, but if you guys do have anything, send it. And so question, do you guys want me to continue with this case or do you want me to move on? Do you want me to continue looking into this? Let me do a poll real quick. I know we'll only be able to have whoever's here vote, so I won't get a true estimate of, you know, but let me just see what you guys are. Yeah, I'm gonna come down, Mom.
Huh?
I'm gonna come down.
Oh, you don't want to hear?
I was gonna end this anyway. Hold on.
You.
Okay. All right. My mom brought it up, but I want to go down and eat with them since I'm done. Look at that. HelloFresh, baby. We've been loving HelloFresh meals. Okay. But she's always cooked good dinners anyway, regardless. But I'm just gonna give you guys time to vote real quick. I mean, do you still want me to look into it? I mean, I'm still could even do other cases too, but like maybe one other case. I could start another case. But are you still interested in this? You still want me to look into this or just kind of like put it off until there's like a new update or what? Okay. Okay. So far, yeah, people do. Okay, good. So yeah, so later, as long as I'm going to eat this dinner, I want to take a shower, I think, before if I do a live, because I think it'll make me feel better. I just feel so itchy and sticky. And then maybe I'll hop on and we'll do the Paul testimony, do a couple updates because I do have an update I want to give on that. I want to clear up this false thing that's going around with that case, with the Paul and Shonda case, I mean. Yeah, let's do it like that. So you guys down tonight to do a live? I don't know. Let me eat probably like 8, 9. Because it depends if I take a shower before or after. If I wait to take a shower, it'll be earlier. But if I take a shower, it probably won't be till like 8 or 9. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go eat dinner so I can eat with them. Thanks, you guys. It looks like 70. It looks like the majority doesn't want me to continue. Well, I guess there's only 26 votes. So I'm saying, but I'll continue looking into it. And then even maybe start the other case too. I got to send a check out on the files for another case too. I got to get that out. I wanted to get that out last week, and I've been just so busy. I got to get it out tomorrow. Dang it. I got a busy day tomorrow. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks. Yeah, I already thanked everybody there. Like I said, if you guys want to listen to the calls, it isn't under the members material or stuff right now because I'm doing like early release for members. But and then yeah, we'll do the testimony. Dude, I haven't watched the testimony for what? It's been almost since December. So it's been wow. I don't even figure like almost like 3 months probably since I've watched it. So it'll be interesting watching it now. Hey, Lucy Goosey. See you, Dragonfly Bramstair. Thank you, Lindsay. Lois Cox. Dylan, what's up? Down to hear you break down the Diddy case, but I don't think they were really saying anything. Yeah, but I guess here's the thing. What I'm asking is either I just give updates, which will be like kind of rare whenever there's an update, or do you want me to still look into stuff because there's a ton of stuff to go through with Diddy? That's what I kind of meant. So if you still want me to look into it, I could just, there's always stuff to find because, you know, everybody's talking about it, but, and he's like famous. So there's like a lot of people coming out but if not, I would just do the updates is what I'm saying. All right. No. All right. Bye guys.